Now, the tower itself will still be random in the sense that each of the 40 floors will be different from other itinerations of 40 floors, but the towers between them will be random in the same way.
Yeah. And actually, the RNG is actually fixed as well. So you'll see when they start the match, if they say they encounter a Palumpa or something or whatever on floor 2, or I guess it would be a Palumpa. Either way, that's a flame.
Palumpa on floor 2.
Yeah, whichever. I actually haven't played this game in a while, so I'm kind of a little bit rusty. So basically, if Sand Knight, or I guess Poulet is right now in the lead on the stream side, if he were to be hit and it's a critical, you can guarantee that Sand Knight will get the same critical and the same damage. Like, until a certain point, the RNG will be exactly the same if they're doing the exact same things. So they had to be very careful, and unlike our normal Rocking to the Top format, before when the runners were able to watch each other's streams and stuff like that, they are now banned from watching the streams because now knowledge actually will help the other runner. And
Right.
and all the items and stuff like that will be generated because of the seeds that we provide them. So if there's a paralysis 1, which is a cursed, and Poulet gets it, if Sand Knight were watching his stream and go, no, I don't want that, and walk, and he knows to ignore that, that's beneficial to him. So everything you'll see from floor 2 onwards is seeded, and they are completely unaware what the other person is doing. They'll be watching this back later, and if so, bonjour to both of them. And we should also say we're being restreamed in French and German, so big thank you to both the communities there.
And in Dutch. Which I didn't know we quite had. Speedgaming and the facilities for, but it's cool to see.
Yeah, it's phenomenal that it's like this can be broadcast to so many people. But as you can see, Poulet is now getting onto. He smacked that floor good. I don't know why he did that, but whatever.
Avoided the muscle memory of going around the poison trap, which last time I commentated a randomized race did not happen. People routinely would act as though you were about to launch into a speech if they walked the wrong way.
Yeah, which is why I'll probably never run the randomizer myself, because I am so used to certain flags and speech things. I don't want to do that. And also, you'll notice on Sand Knight's side, he'll find a Palumpa, just like Poulet, and he'll be able to hit it with Mixture Magic twice for 5 damage before it wakes up if he does the exact same thing.
Right.
So there's one attack that's a 5, and then there's be a second attack.
Poulet hit a warp
that's a 5.
Trap, and that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Poulet is oh dear. Yeah. Okay. So a warp trap is
critical hit on him. That's going, and he's already lost. Let's see if Sand Knight can manage to hold on to his monster here by avoiding stepping on that trap.
Yeah. So yes, as Darwinder says, the Madman is actually pro-grammar. He single-handedly made this randomizer. He did an amazing job, and we absolutely love him for that. All credit goes to him on that one. And I think
a lot about the Azure Dreams community is really remarkable. You know, when it started off, it was basically 4 people.
Yep. Can't confirm. I was 104.
And then and there's the warp trap, but it did warp him somewhere differently because they have been making different actions.
Yeah. Okay, so we should explain this. We should explain as well. Warp traps and attacks and monster movement are all going to be randomized. The only reason those 2 5 damage attacks happened the same is because they were basically on the same path. They were going to walk down and attack the Palumpa. That's guaranteed. The warp trap is still going to be RNG based on how long you've been playing, and the seed randomly changes things over as you play. So that's why Sand Knight got teleported to the left, and Poulet went all the way to the bottom right of the map. So it's whatever.
They managed to pick up a Holy Bell, which will be handy if he can survive this floor. The monsters are still a little tough now that he is sadly Quneless.
Yeah. Yeah, he has to be very careful now because everything that's going to happen... Seal One's okay, but not...
It would be handy if he had a Qun still. Sand Knight will probably appreciate finding it.
Yeah, any wand when you're fighting Queenie will be great. Also, we will be mispronouncing words between us because no one in the community pronounces the same monsters the same way. It's a thing. We just accept it.
We're all on our own.
Yeah, there's a Queen, Coon, Queenie, just Queen, I believe, as well. There's like 2 other ones as well.
It happens, and it happens for our top players with surprising regularity. Not total regularity, but a surprising amount. But
once every 15 runs, we can probably do it. Like, I think that's probably a good estimate for by the time like
that sound.
It's definitely something like you really have to figure out. We do have a community. We have a Discord. I will get a link for that in a second.
Oh boy, another one on Poulet's side. That's going to be so great and so welcome, and not say like a sword.
So
I cannot use a good sword here.
Yeah, and the thing is, I actually provide them with the seeds. I am the unbiased person, Go Poulet, who generated the seeds for the 3 matches that we're going to be having due to programmers. Poulet has all the luck right now, doesn't he, with the bomb trap too?
He's running into some misfortune. And then that's the truth.
Yeah, I will get the...
When you lose Qun this early, a run can go real south real fast.
But at the same time, it can also go really quickly because mixture magic takes time, and if you're avoiding fights instead of fighting, you'll get up to the top floors faster.
That's true.
The thing is, you'll see both runners. Oh, we should also explain. Every time someone does a run of this game, you'll always start off with the same 5 items. Although I think that could be randomized as well at this point.
Yeah.
You will start off with a copper sword, a witch shield, a fireball, a medicinal herb, and an egg that contains a plumpa. It'll be a random color, but it's always going to be a plumpa egg. Those 5 items it's basically our bread and butter. Like the shield sucks, the sword sucks, the medicinal herb's nice, the fireball's really nice, and the plumpa egg can be used for some shenanigans. But for the first 5 floors, the runners will be wanting to explore them as much as possible and spend as much time there. Because floor 6 to floor 40, you're going to die.
Yep, everything will very quickly become much stronger than you, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it, but hold on and pray. Well, I say that, but the whole basic flow of this game is finding ways around these sorts of obstacles, to avoid fights, to have tools in your belts to end fights before they can really start and grind you into a little green and red paste. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah. And
he has given out the Discord server link, which will be very nice if anyone wants to check this out. We are about to start a tournament.
Exactly. We're actually
the week.
We will be starting. Lady May will be participating as well. I think 5 other teams or so.
Something like that.
So yeah, basically, like we're gonna have a 2v2 tournament, which is going to be something to go over in a little bit. We should focus back on the runners again.
Right. Play and ultimately Sand Knight got pretty lucky on that 6th floor elevator being right there, so they don't have to spend any time where the floors start to get rough if they don't want to. Yeah,
and Poulet is using a lot of resources to stay alive. I think that's his second fireball he's used, so eventually the fireball will always have 5 charges on it.
He is going to take the risk to investigate it. To see if he can refill a little bit.
Yeah, so basically, Poulet is one of the very few runners who will explore 6. You will see when Sand Knight gets to floor 6 himself, he will just go. He is not going to stick around. I'm pretty sure he is quite happy with his equipment.
Yeah, he has not had to use really anything from that. Cune and Mixture Magic and those wands have just been enough. But he also does not want to fight those guys.
Oh, so I am very ashamed of both of them for not using AI1, especially Poulet, who doesn't have a monster. So basically, there's different ways of playing this game. Like Lady Octopus says, like, Shane, you ever heard of the game? This game was a sleeper. People who played it loved it. It did not sell well at all. It was just... it was released by Konami in 1997. It made a pittance. Like, it was an unknown game.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so everyone who joins this community starts off saying, I never thought anyone else had heard of this game. I thought it was just my secret favorite. Yeah,
and it happens a lot to the point where actually we do make fun of people a little bit when they say that to us, because it happens so often, we have to.
Right.
Oh, so yeah, a couple things that we should explain. Poulet is hatching an egg. He is going... hopefully it's not the plump egg. Hopefully he did find something else.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I looked away for a moment.
So hopefully it's not a plumpa. He's not going to depend on a plumpa, because that's going to be a very sad thing involved.
It really would. Now, it could get a clown, but that's pretty unlikely at this point. But I think almost anything decent would help him out. And we see Sand Knight deciding to investigate 6 too. I guess he figures, having seen that elevator, he knows where it is. He'll have an easier time getting back to it.
Yeah, and Dara Winder is actually doing a great job explaining the rules. Yes, so basically, this is a best of 3, because basically the tower is so random, we don't want it to be best of 1. Because we actually have had 3 runners all die on floor 2 during the 2v2 practice races. Exactly. I wasn't going to name names.
It was very embarrassing.
Yes, and it was...
so hilarious.
Well, to name the other ones is Jintatsu full featureitis. Anyway. Ooh, balloon.
Oh, balloon. That's not really great, but any port in the storm. Now, in a new game plus, where you can do ridiculous things, or bookless, say, a balloon is great. Bookless being our not quite 100% category, where we do everything except get all the monster entries in our monster Pokedex, which takes the form of a book belonging to the main character's little sister. So we do all the town stuff, we do all the little side quests, we date all the girls, but we don't bother getting, like, all of the monsters that need to evolve and so on, just to save everyone some time. So it used to be pretty long, but it's gotten pretty short. It has become a refined thing.
It's gotten better. I would say it's still a very long run. I got very lucky, and I got a 404, 406 or something. It's something really dumb. When I first did the run, it was just under 8 hours.
Right.
Poulet, learning, you can't pick up a balloon. They're too heavy. You can't do the AI1 strat with them. You think the thing filled with balloon or with hot air would be, lighter, but...
Right. It's a lighter than air flyer, and yet here we are. Now, Sand Knight has pulled ahead a little bit because he is just having that easier time, and he did not take the time to hatch that egg if he found it.
Yeah, and as well as that, he does have Sand Knight doing some U-boat dancing and having to think about this right now.
Right. U-boats are scary. They are very strong. They love to get the first hit on you. They will tear you to shreds. And so if you can ever avoid a U-boat, which is easy because they will always want the first hit on you no matter what. Well, it's not easy, but it's comparatively doable.
Yeah, and Poulet's running away from one right now.
Got success. Ooh, bomb trap.
Since the Rock Me to the Top tournament, we have found out a lot about this game. Not only do we have a seated tower mode or a randomizer, we've also learned how enemies move. I can explain it very briefly, but they'll always basically have their left hand on a wall. And if you have not aggroed the enemy, like that U-boat, which is behind Sand Knight, if he remembers, and he did avoid it by walking forward, that U-boat will be turning left and going outside the room. And you can use that to your advantage. And we've also found out about how to switch weapons off trolls and all sorts of things since the Rocking to the Top tournament. Because now that we have more members and more people playing, we've been able to find out more things and make things a lot more streamlined for newer runners. And we have quite a few guides, and
it's gotten really impressive, and it's sort of a little community that could hear.
Yeah, because again, like Dame said, we start off with 4 people. It's me, Sand Knight, Don Forgo, and Adarsis. Then we had 2 more people join. I got full featureitis to join, and then after that, we started doing tournaments and whatever after we got like 12 people. And I think we're over 210 people in Discord right now.
Right.
In the course of 3 months or something.
Joined up with the Game Boy community because Azure Dreams had a Game Boy version that's pretty similar, but also a little bit different. It's much more tower-oriented, and there's therefore a lot more dungeons.
Oh, that warp trap. He's so lucky.
See.
Yeah, it's definitely something that was needed, because actually I was one of 2 people who have ever done any percent. And yeah, that's the type of warp trap you want to see, because not only was his monster alone on the water floor and poisoned, he was able to warp 1 space away from the elevator. So that's as good as RNG as you can get on that.
Because
they have caught up with each other.
Right, they are in about the same location, investigating about the same floor. So it'll be interesting. By going in different directions, we'll end up seeing them find different items, and that's a less lucky warp trap. That's not as good.
Yeah, Sand Knight looking for a familiar bell to see if he has one. Familiar bell summons your monster back to you.
Right. The other thing you can do to get a monster back to you, besides walking to them, is going up the elevator. Your monster will automatically follow you to another floor. So that's one of your better get out of warp trap separation free cards.
Yeah. It drives me nuts to see Poulet not doing good enemy movement right now.
Right, especially because he has a monster that is more or less only physical.
Yeah, they have no spells on it.
Oh, and there goes the balloon.
Oh, that was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, yep. Balloon adventures are over now. Now he's got to do something about that troll, which is not the scariest monster he could find, but also not great to spend a resource on if you can help it.
Yeah. Sand Knight facing down a griffin, so...
Poulet tried to lift, was unsuccessful, which happens randomly. It's about 50-50.
Yeah. You can pick up certain monsters which are light enough. Oddly enough, Balloon is not.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
But yeah, griffins tend to be actually everything except for krakens and blooms. I think until floor 10, or so they're floor 11 would be krakens. I think or introduction, or 12, one of the 2. But I think those are the two main threats which can't be lifted.
Right.
You can lift.
Frog trap. Luckily, he's right by the elevator. Can take a little bit of time to get himself defrogged, because when you are a frog, you can't do anything. There is nothing you can do.
It's also worse as well. Ooh, floor 12 egg. A floor 12 egg is potentially a Garuda. I don't know if they Garuda. I never did ask them about that.
To explain the Garuda thing, so Garudas have the ability to abduct you or your monster. And if you have Garuda for yourself, you can use abduct, and it will just teleport you around the map instantly, wherever you want to go for fairly cheap MP-wise. Now,
it's 1.5 MP.
Oh, there we go. That's not bad. You can get a lot out of that and never have to fight anything ever again.
Sorry, go finish.
Sand Knight is starting to run into krakens, or rather, starting to glance krakens and then run away. Because krakens are terrible to fight. They will, barring a few types of mixture magic, counter you instantly, electrocute you whenever you attack them, inflicting more damage besides their pretty decent attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you will rack up the damage fast. It's a shame Krakens aren't better monsters on your side, because that ability isn't as useful.
And Poulet find the same egg that Senai did, and he'll probably elect to hatch it.
Right, he needs it. Sandite is, I guess, grinding that chaos trap for a little extra EXP.
It got him a level, so
It did.
something. And it looks like Sandite is going to be a little bit greedy, and he is going to try to hatch the egg despite having a healthy queenie. So
Yeah, well, he is on floor 12. I'm pretty sure he got the blue collar, so it might be something you want to fuse into Cocoon, or it's a good backup mod.
So, like Hextree said, Krakens will electrify you if you hit them with anything other than a wand. They will, unless it's a trained one. A trained one will electrify you.
Right.
And there you go. Poulet is technically in the lead. Go Poulet.
Good luck, Poulet.
In the chat is programmer.
The malicious scroll earlier.
Yes, he wanted to get away from the Kraken. He didn't want to use, I think, he has a Holy Scroll. So he wanted to make sure he, it looks like Sandite is going to have to be forced up the floor as well.
Yep, that moose time. Oh, a weak ball. The saddest form of ball.
Pretty much. Wind magic, when you find them, is pretty useless. There's not really anything that you could do.
Right. The paralyzing ones aren't bad. The sleeping ones aren't bad.
Sandite gonna get a very poor surprise coming up here. He doesn't know what egg is coming up, but look at the Dreamin'.
A Dreamin'.
The most worthless of monsters.
It's true. They're not even good enemies, and that's sad. Because, there are monsters that are terrifying as an enemy, but, mediocre fighting you. But Dreamin' isn't really valuable for anything.
Yeah.
Now,
also,
that Holy Scroll did get used on Poulet's side, turning that Kraken into a friend and giving him a little space of invulnerability, but he's going to have to leave the invulnerability behind.
Yes, it is trash tier even in New Game Plus. Dreamin' has no uses other than making something sleep-proof, and you basically get rid of its form to do that, because you pass on abilities through fusion. Which, actually, I do believe both runners did not get the blue collar.
Oh, there we are then.
So, any monsters are now as they are supposed to be. There's no fusion. Because I don't believe I saw Sandite pick it up.
Edge. Any egg, at best, is just going to be a backup. Yeah. Or a front up if you're Poulet.
Poulet's a little bit struggling right now, but he's actually doing quite well. Getting to floor 13 without Queenie from floor 3? Oh, a Scarlet Wand!
That would be great if he had Kuhn.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I just realized what he did. Sandite named Queenie Poulet.
Oh.
We like to name the characters stuff after dumb things. I always name Queenie Trash. Some people name him Judas because he does backstab you, spoilers, and stuff like that. And
call him not Kuhn these days as a joke, but when I was a kid, I always went with Jake. I don't know why. I felt like that would be a very dubbed Digimon protagonist name, and he looks like a Digimon protagonist.
He does. He has the goggles.
He has goggles. He has weird little boots.
Yes, oddly enough, he's the only one that's clothed in the entire game. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, he can't live on instinct like a regular monster unless, he gets separated from you and then he's on instinct like a regular monster.
Mazar Seed?
Well, that'll be pretty handy, though not really great. After a while, your levels give you less and less fresh HP. That one only gave him, 3. Still, it's better than not having 3.
See, I'm kidding. Oh, Sandite gonna go up. If he goes up, he's gonna skip the Scarlet Wand. And goodbye, Scarlet Wand.
No one gets to use that Scarlet Wand.
Well, no, Poulet does have it.
And that's good.
Yeah.
I said use, not pick up.
Yeah, that's true.
So that copper sword is now a little less garbage from the red sands, which will increase its power unless he finds a rust trap, and then those will just be like a buffer.
Yes. Princess Brawhammer, we actually do have a Discord for the speedrunning community. Casuals, speedrunners, fans of the game are welcome to join. We have resources for anyone available. Actually, both. Sorry, blue to blue. Yeah, Programmer's right. We have the Game Boy Color version in our Discord. We've merged with them. So if you want to learn the Game Boy Color game, we have that available as well, and resources available for that.
Good.
Oh, hey, there's a Garuda.
This is everyone's jam.
Yes.
And well, everyone who's touched it anyway.
Yeah, everyone always likes this game when they played it.
It's just it's something a little bit different from both other monster raising games and other mystery dungeon games.
It has a weird, unique charm to it, and I can't explain it. Oh, Poulet going for the grabs. Jeez. That scared me. You should not ever try to grab What is he doing? Throw the troll away. Just throw it away.
Why is he trying to pick up items?
Don't. If you hit a trap, if you hit a sleep trap, it sleeps. This will start beat the crap out of you. Please just throw the monsters away, people.
He has escaped and made it to floor 16. We'll see if he decides and is able to play the Barong lottery.
Yes, if you can find one.
Right. The lottery where you throw items at a Barong, a unique type of monster that only appears on floors post-floor 16 that end in a 6.
Yep. 16, 26, 36.
Right. And it will spit back an item. That item can be anything. There is no rarity adjustment made, like there is with every other item generation in the game. Yeah, so there are some items you will only see from a Barong.
Yeah, and like Lady says, like that is without the odds being against you. Because finding a dark sword is like 1 in 500 chance or something. That is what you need for the new game or the
run one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You find them when you don't want them, but when I try to do bookless runs, I can never find them. Because if you find a cursed dark sword, Poulet's holding glasses.
It was a holy sword I found.
Oh, holy sword, Poulet.
Oh boy, Poulet is looking pretty boned.
He's gonna have to go for, yeah. He's gonna have to gamble on the troll not hitting him. Okay, cool.
Now he still has to run from the Manova.
Do not use the Holy Bell yet. Do not use the Holy... Okay, good.
Okay. That'll give him just a little bit of a buffer, but not a lot. Because as you can see, that will fade out quickly. Sand Knight getting lucky and using a warp trap to avoid it.
There you go, Poulet. Good job.
Good work.
Manovas absolutely love to duplicate in items when they're floor 16 and higher. And if you manage to have one space between you, he actually left the room, so he briefly de-aggroed it. The Manova went, you know what, I want to transform into that wand. So he managed to get rid of that threat by walking.
Very cool. Used basically none of his resources besides that medicinal herb. So he gets to walk out more or less the winner of that fight. Any floor you can walk away from is a good floor.
Sand Knight skipping the steel sword, showing disrespect to full featureitis. There's a small meme in the community where steel swords equal winning. So, although to be fair, if Sand Knight were to somehow die on this floor, since Poulet got here first, he would take the point despite having no queenie for the last 14 floors.
Yep.
14 or 13 floors, one of the two. Although they're doing very well.
They both die here.
Oh, one thing that Programmer, if anyone's ever wondering about running this game, you can't run on the randomizer. So you just can't make a seed and just run up the tower. Programmer was absolutely amazing. He actually made it. So if you were to look at the info screen, instead of it saying runner, it says, or instead of it saying tamer, it says runner on coast screen. So we would be able to check if someone's using the randomizer to try and run and beat the game.
I did not know that. That's great. And here is that Baron. Poulet's going to take a gamble on it, see if he gets anything that'll really help him out.
Well, I don't know why he's keeping that bell.
That's a good question. Malicious spells are only used for like one exploit, where you can like chaos your monster so it's basically an enemy monster, and raise its level by 1.
Yes.
In this context, it's completely useless.
Let's see. I think he sells his Peter fruit, so the slow seed. Okay.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
There's a paralysis herb, a poison herb, a slow seed, a tovar seed.
The tovar I've seen.
Yeah, those are the 4 only Balrog items, which I honestly believe that they meant to actually not have in there. Oh, I saw an egg actually on Poulet's side, top left room.
We'll see how that turns out. Finding a holy.
Find Chirpetas. They're just super rare. And Sandite.
To be fair, it's not unbelievable that they could have accidentally kept in or left out an item, except in the case of Baron. That is something I would be able to believe of the Azure Dreams programmers, who made a very good game, but maybe with a couple of little weird spots.
Let's see if the best monster in the game wants to leave them alone. Sandite having the resources, and the Picket stole a useless egg.
Well, that's a relief. Oh! Sandite has a Griffin egg. That would be really nice if you were Poulet, but I don't think Poulet has that egg.
No, I think that's one of the floors that Poulet had to skip.
Poulet
unless he identified the one.
Dream an egg, which would be great if
No, that is actually Griffin can be found in floor 16 and to like 18, like as well.
Huh.
It's something in conjunction with Picket. Picket will steal from you, like it showed on Poulet's side. If you have a Griffin, the Pickets will not steal from you because Griffins are meant to keep your possessions safe in lore.
Right, it's an extension of sort of the traditional mythology of the Griffin.
Yeah, and they actually programmed that into the game.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah. And that spider just came right back. And he's picked up the spider again, so whatever.
I would never want to pick up an arachne, because arachnes have double attack. They
Chaos.
will do so much.
Chaos, wing crystals are Game Boy Color only for that function. Otherwise, you do 1 damage. Do not try to do that during a speedrun. You'll be sorely disappointed.
The PlayStation version has the Elite, which does the same, which handles that function for the PlayStation side. Yeah. If you find one, it is your treasure because you can just nope out of any fight. It will be fun. You don't have to worry about it ever.
Sand. He saw what the floor looked like, and he still went around. Again, Minova and all the monsters will always turn left. Ooh, unlucky hit. Okay, Minova becomes confused again and again and again. I know they look sad. Pickets are the greatest. I'm one of very only actually person in the community who actually thinks that.
They're really cute. Starglass, that's not... They both Starglass. Have we synced back up? No.
No, it's floor 18, floor 19. So...
God.
No, don't. What are you doing? Poulet, leave the spider alone. Just thank you.
Just run away. Run away, man. Now, Sand Knight is going to have to figure out a way around this spider. I know that's catching up. Yeah. And he'll probably want to find a crossroad, elevator, or some other way to get out of it. Poulet, meanwhile, has moved on to yet another floor, widening that gap because he has no choice but to keep running forward.
And he tossed a monster at a monster on a curve, which causes them to turn around. Hi, wee dog.
Wee dog.
Oh, there's a viper in front of him.
Turn around. He is pincered in a way that could get pretty bad. If he's got enough charge of things, he can maybe get rid of the wee dog before it catches up. But no, he is left throwing weapons, and that wee dog can take out a lot of health.
Yeah, thankfully that one fire damage did do enough to kind of push it. He's still looking for a restore scroll. No, wait, no, he's not. He sent home Queenie and the balloon.
So he actually just looking for something to help him out.
Anything.
I forget if he has seen the elevator on this floor or not.
No, I don't think he has. I should explain as well. When a floor loads in, he's in an elevator room. You can see after Mr. Viper wants to say hello. He should definitely use the Mahel seat here if he's that.
Yeah, that would be my choice. He does have those eggs. He can throw them at the monster, get an attack from that, and it'll be worth a decent amount. I forget the exact point where it's not enough. Oh, it's here. The exact point where it's no longer enough to one-hit KO is here and now. At the worst possible time for him.
But yeah, he's just getting absolute beat down right now. So the interesting thing about the Viper, if he wanted to get away from it, he would have to take his egg out and put it on the ground behind him. The Vipers would then go towards the egg. And when you would... it's a very neat little feature, but if they're about to eat it, if you pick it up and put it on the other side of you, they will chase it again. So you can get one free attack per by having them walk around your body. If you have a monster for one free attack, otherwise you just buy time.
Neat little interaction.
Yeah, they're one of the only things in the game where you can actually lure with an item, because eggs are eaten by snakes in real life, and yes, if they see... you have floor 21 without Queenie. That is insane, for the record.
Really good.
You'll be lucky to get past floor 10 on average.
Right. So, basically, anything past floor 6 is the point where the game expects you to go home already. It thinks you'll do this next run, you'll get a little bit stronger. Maybe after a couple of rounds of that, you'll have gotten enough strength in your monsters who maintain their stats while the main character, does not, to get past that hurdle, and then you'll run into the floor 10 wall. And then you can repeat this process until the end of the game.
And us as speedrunners, we're like, we just get to 40.
Yeah.
That Palumpa actually is good experience, and he should kill it. It's never going to attack him. The whole purpose of that Palumpa, it's a darker shade than the normal one, will actually try to steal the collar from your own monster. If you don't have a monster, it just stands around you and doesn't do anything. So it's free 88 experience.
A nice little punching bag.
Yep. And 88 experience, this game is back in the olden days where, if a +1 copper sword can mean the difference between life and death, or +1 on a shield, likewise, or -1. A difference of 1 or 1 level or something like that makes a huge difference in this game. And a block is chasing Poulet. He does not want to be any high block.
More blocks! Blocks for everyone! It's a block party!
Yes, he does not want to see blocks ever, basically. They are bulky, you can't pick them up, and their special ability is they will try to cast Paralyze on you. And they are just the most wonderful creatures in the world to be paired up with the unicorns, which cause blindness. And on numerous occasions when I play this game casually, I have been hit by... Hey, it was a good joke. I support bad puns.
Very important bad puns.
Yes. Why did he pick up copper coins into the bag?
That's a good question.
What are you doing, Poulet? There's no reason in the world to ever hold on. I did that once during a run to screw with Sand Knight when he was doing commentary. That was the only reason I did that.
Maybe Poulet wants to screw with us?
I know for a fact there's no purpose.
It a little bit.
He can, okay, there. He can get the elevator.
Can get to the elevator.
Oh, he's gonna check the seed first. He should definitely take that. Mahel seeds double your speed for 8 turns, so 4 are yours. So it gives you 2 movements per. And you can really get out of situations that you're not supposed to be in with them. Because if you're 1 space away from monster, you eat it. At that point, you move 2 away, or even around them, take a hit and keep going where you want to be going.
I think Sam I just lost Cume because he is immediately heating up that Griffin egg. I think he found it.
See, if I was him, I would try. Ooh, he's a diamond shield. They both have diamond shields. I thought there was. Nice. I haven't been paying attention to the shields. I just normally don't bother because it's always wood.
Right.
You learn to be quite good at the damage calculations with wood shields. There's a scroll. What are you doing, Poulet? You should not be walking a straight line away from a block. You should always be doing zigzags.
Zigzagging is important for a lot of monsters, really. There's golems, which do that wind-up punch thing.
Oh god, yes.
There's griffins, which do rise and from across range. There's trolls of a crossbow variety. Now we see Poulet doing those zigzags, but he's about to get into a hallway where zigzags are no longer viable, so he got a bad luck with that. Another unlucky
That scroll saved him.
That scroll saved him.
Yeah, so
burning a holy bell.
Zeke, to answer your question, the next Azure Dream tournament will be happening on August 1st and onwards. It will be a 2v2 tournament where, I guess I can explain the rules now. Basically, you have 2 teams, and they consist of 2 people. Oh no, Poulet.
Oh.
That's is that a paralysis too? Do not become paralyzed. He can't survive this then.
Okay, he can maybe get out of here safely. If he just keeps running and gets lucky. I think, no, that's not an intersection, so he can't lose the other block, unfortunate. Yeah. If he found an intersection, he could lose that other block. But now the zigzagging might just do him some harm.
Yeah, you have to make sure you don't misstep and walk against a wall or anything like that. I'll explain the 2v2 tournament after we're watching Poulet run for his life. This is far too interesting right now. Right. So when the levels load in, the map will start in a certain point, top left-hand corner, and it'll make a big C going to you. And you can know where you've seen stuff on the map because of that. There's a viper blocks in front of him.
And more blocks. He is now... Why are you going for that fruit? What are you doing, Poulet?
No, he's using a holy bell is what he's doing.
That makes sense. The holy bell will cause everyone to flee the room. And if he's lucky, they will mostly flee in a way that is safe for him. Though
no, they're not going to.
He's a little bit trapped.
Yeah.
He can't lift a block. Please remember that you can't lift a block, Poulet.
Yeah, there you go. Now use the Mahel seed. Use the Mahel... no, come on. There we go. Because now he has 2 turns. He'll take 1 hit from the block, and then he can... yeah, there we go.
There. Now he can make a run for it and hopefully lose him in another row.
Yeah. Holy Bells have saved me so many times because... yeah, that's what... oh, Sand Knight. I don't think he's going to have that as good luck anymore.
Yeah, no, he is...
I think Poulet might take the first round.
He might. I don't see many other ways around that.
No. Nope, he got pincered. He's gonna shove.
He's pushing. He's using his extra turn and he's shoving the monster. What you see there is another special quirk of Viper where it weakens your attack, but let's not care about that, let's just run. Eventually he'll be able to find a Hazak herb, which will help him out. He does find an elevator here, so he can make it out of this mess.
Oh, what does this race turn into? Also, I am very happy Send Knight remembers some of my advice. I've always told people when they've been practicing, I'm like, you should have shoved. Just take the extra hit, just shove, and just move on. He's now the second person who's ever taken my advice on that. So I'm very proud of you, Send Knight.
I will keep that in mind. A lot of successful Azure Dreams running is just finding... using that whole repertoire of tricks, of little things you can do to maybe get yourself out of danger.
Poulet once again taking the monster with him.
Right, and has a little bit of a lead again. Again, he is now 1 floor ahead, carrying a stealth, which can cause you trouble if you think that you're going to flee in a straight line.
Yeah. Yes, you actually can pick up stealth. Oh, he's on floor 26 if he makes it to this room. Why are you picking up gold? What are you doing?
Maybe I thought it might be something?
I think he was thinking it was a Manova, potentially, but if that was the case, he would have already hit him.
Right.
No, this is what the problem is. There we go. You do not walk on an elevator while holding something in your hand because you can't choose your feet. If you do that, you lose.
Right.
And the thing is, if stealth wasn't nice enough to turn invisible at that time, he would have been smacked for a good chunk. Also, we have now 14 minutes left in this first round as well. Poulet, what the hell are you doing, man? He's on floor 28 now. This is stupid. He doesn't have Queenie at all.
Hey, run is a good run.
Oh yeah, no.
Now, if I were him, I was about to say, I would stay clear of that map level because most monsters can't wake up and then attack you, except them.
You're not gonna be able to kill up the Dreaming Egg either.
Snowmen hit like a truck. That's a little bit scary.
Why are you turning it into wind?
I think maybe he's thinking maybe I still have a blade?
No, I know for a fact he doesn't, so...
Right, but he might be thinking he might.
He had a type advantage to the egg, and then he just turned it into wind. So there's no chance of it going to be able to one-shot him.
No hope. He is now in a lot of trouble. He is basically out of resources. This might be the end. And so Sand Knight might have the ability to catch up if he survives like the next 2 floors. Oh, he is managing to get away from this one.
Just give me a second.
Good on Poulet. Now, I think that was the telltale noise of a stealth going stealth. Held on someone's.
Yeah, I think it was.
Right. Hey, Sand Knight has managed to get to floor 28. Right. But Poulet has gotten to floor 30.
Just 1 sec, I got a phone call, apparently.
Oh, damn. Sorry, I got momentarily distracted by something. So we see Sand Knight is once again in a bit of a pincer, probably going to have to sacrifice his Griffin by picking it up and throwing it around. But I think, and Poulet is down. Poulet is out of the match, and now Sand Knight just has to survive a little bit more. And yeah, he's probably really taking Poulet still has a chance to win this because the determining factor, for the most part, is going to be who can get further. It's only faster if Sand Knight dies on the same floor, or as Poulet.
Yeah, and basically, Poulet did get to floor 29, right?
Yeah, I think he got to floor 30. I was looking away for the second where he died. But he was at the elevator. There's no reason he shouldn't have died at floor 30. So Sand Knight will have to get to floor 31, and he's been having some trouble. He isn't in much better shape, although he does still have that Griffin.
Like how he still has his timer going.
Oh, so he does. Well, there's not much point in resetting it.
No, not really. Oh, wow, there's double killers.
Double killers. This is what happened. Okay, I see. But Sand Knight still has that Holy Bell, so he's going to be able to at least do a little evasion.
Yeah.
He is going to be able to escape both of them without a scratch, and that's probably what happened.
Yeah, I did send.
I
did send Poulet a message asking what floor he was on, just to see if
you were right.
30. Okay, we're gonna confirm from the chat. It's 30. So,
yeah.
So
30.
if Sand Knight were to get to floor 31, he will take this point, but he has to get there within the next 9.5 minutes, which I think is doable.
Oh, it's totally doable. He's switching to AI one-shots to get an extra hit. That's probably not going to help very much, but every little bit counts.
Okay, but let me.
I would not want to dance this dance if I were Sand Knight.
There goes that.
There goes that Griffin.
Yeah.
He has really nothing left.
Don't try this. Yeah, Bulba, you're absolutely right. Well, oh dear. That was a gamble.
Brilliant.
Oh, there's another killer coming in front of him.
Well, when he has nothing to lose, I suppose any gamble is an okay gamble. It looks like Poulet, although he died first, is taking that point because I don't see a way out.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, I don't think he has to take a hit no matter what. So he has to bank on a miss, or else he's losing this point. So I think it's gonna be. I think it's going to be Poulet. There you go.
There we go. Poulet gets the point.
Poulet, who lost Queenie on floor 2 or 3, made it to floor 30. That's just dumb.
Takes the point. Sometimes you get lucky, and more than that, sometimes you get lucky in ways that your skills take advantage of. I once heard someone describe poker as being a game where you don't judge the quality of a player by necessarily the quality of their hands. Good players and bad players get the same hand, or at least the same number of good and bad hands. But a good player can take a bad hand and alleviate that in a way that a bad player can't. And we can see here that Poulet is a really good player, taking one of the worst hands and turning it into a 30-floor run.
Yeah. And it just shows the skill of Poulet, because that is dumb. That actually was just dumb. Poulet, he said earlier in the chat, he's taking a biological break. Oh, what happened to his apple? It's back again.
I will take a quick break myself then. I will be back. Okay, Poulet's back, so I will not.
No! You go take a break quickly. I can cover things here if you need.
Okay, I will go get some water then.
Sure. So does chat have any questions? They'll be launching back in as soon as they can. I'm pretty sure they're able to talk about the tournament rules. Sure, I can talk about the tournament rules. The tournament rules that's coming up in the start of August will be a 2v2. It's like Welcome to My El Dorado, I believe. Sand Knight called it. And basically the whole point of it is to have people play against with a teammate against each other, like the Rock Me to the Top tournament or this style, where it's a 1 hour time limit and you have to get as high up the flower as you can. To make it more interesting, we wanted to make it so you'd have to get a higher sum. So let's say if I was in it, I'm not, and my partner, we had floor 20 apiece. And let's say somehow someone died in the floor 1 Palumpa. The other runner on the other team would have to get to floor 40 to have a sum of 41, and they would beat our 220s. So it is possible. And it's a very weird thing that can happen. But like, we want to have a different style, and the tournament practice matches we had were a lot of fun, and it seems to be going in a good direction.
All right,
and the teams are doing good. When are qualifications? Qualifications have already passed, actually. I want to say it was 4 weeks ago is when we first made the teams.
About right.
A lot has happened since then. You don't worry. I will post the Discord link again here. We will be obviously making sure people are aware of it. When the matches happen, we need commentators. If you want to be able to commentate, let us know. I'll be trying to do my fair share of commentating. I know Full Featureitis will be available for that. It's going to be interesting. Oh, they're off.
And they are off. Now, this is actually a pretty good time for question and answers. It's not going to be as long a question and answer time as it would be in just a straight up, version of this race. But it's a good time.
Yes. So if anyone has actually any South original disc, actually I bought my original disc complete and it's only $30 Canadian. I have no idea how I managed to do that one.
Nice.
But
I think I still have mine, though if you ask me where it is, I might hem and haw a little bit.
yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. It was off Amazon. I was living in the UK at the time and I paid it for $30 Canadian. I have no idea how I did that. So someone just did not realize what they had with them. But it's full disc, insert, instruction manual, jewel case, and the disc was in good condition.
Oh, nice. I think I still have my jewel case, but I don't have anything else.
Turn the light on here. There we go. All right, so
Now, let's see.
yes, we have-
Bob, huh?
he's,
I see.
Bob,
Bob,
not Bob.
but not Bob. Sandite is going Poulet for a name, and
yeah.
pretty okay for his main character name. All right, or maybe I should say it with a little bit more punctuation.
Yes.
30? Okay.
So, also again, big thank you to Speedgaming. Big thank you to the restreamers of French and German. It's absolutely amazing that you guys are able to help us broadcast this game out to a lot of people. And Mythos, yes, this is Azure Dreams. It's a roguelike mystery dungeon game. It's a little jewel of the PlayStation era. It was made in 1997 by Konami of all things, so I don't expect to re-release anytime soon.
Right. Frankly, it didn't make enough money for it to ever be re-released. It was not a good seller, but I think everyone who played this game, especially me, ended up really attached to it because it's just a little something special. It's one part monster sim, one part mystery dungeon, one part puzzle game, and let's say maybe about a half a part dating sim.
What we call a cult classic. Absolutely. This is on the PlayStation.
Sure.
Ooh, Mirror Shield. I like that. So this is the second seed that they made. I do believe they both reloaded into the same seed.
I would hope so.
I did send them all the seeds. I told them if they messed up anything, it'd be on them. So I've done my part.
Right.
I think they just took different paths throughout the tower, so I don't know which way is which anymore. Oh
now,
no, there's a frog trap, there's a blind trap. Okay, yeah, you know where they are.
Same. Yeah. We have their places relative. In a normal Azure Dreams race, without using our randomizer, for Mythos' benefit, and anyone tuning in late, they would not have the same tower setup.
Yes.
But we, or rather, programmer, with the magic of tearing this game apart, has made it so that we can have a seated tower like. And so that is what we are using for this race. I don't think we'll be using this for the tournament. Am I right?
No, we will not. Like I mentioned, everything will be as it was with Rock Me to the Top, where it's a randomized tower, and everything will have to be reacted to. This is why the runners for this one particular race are not watching each other. Normally, we don't have an issue with it. It is what it is. I'm curious if they will do Garuda, if they do get one. I still don't know what the answer is. I'm pretty sure if it's not discussed, it's automatically confirmed was our rule.
Yeah. Garuda has always been like a gentleman agreement thing.
Yeah.
The
Baldwin for the record.
colors were different for it, which is actually, you're right. That is interesting. I have no idea what causes that. Same monsters.
Oh, yes. So basically, the egg types were different because they are being spawned. And the egg types being color is being different. They still found the Dreaming Egg. They still found the Griffin Egg. They still found the Balloon Egg.
Ooh, this is a bad first room of floor 3 here.
He's not facing the flame. He should really be facing the flame. What are you doing? Oh, okay. There's a fireball. Okay. Yeah, this is not very nice.
Sandknight is going to try and take this without bursts, and he's going to get away with it. So maybe that fireball was kind of unnecessary. At least this time.
Yeah. The thing is, resources are useless when you're dead. That is the general...
That is the thing I have trouble remembering.
Yeah, because it's... You have to remember that, like, if you have a fireball that has 5 charges, like to anyone who's coming in new, the runners, even though this is a fixed seed race and stuff like that, no matter what, be it randomizer, unrandomizer, disc, or whatever you want to call it, you always start off the same 5 items right now. And that's going to be the wood shield, copper sword, fireball, medicinal herb, and an egg that contains a palumpa.
This a very good starter kit. Like, basically, a bunch of little useful things.
Yeah. But the thing is, the game expects you to die. So you don't want to lose anything that's super valuable. But we're trying to get as high as possible somehow. And for whatever reason, Poulet without Queenie, I have high expectations from him this time because he hasn't lost Queenie on floor 3. He's already PBing for Queenie.
Why the pickup, Poulet? Why the pickup?
I don't know. He seems to be very happy with doing that. I don't understand either. But Poulet is an incredibly talented player, and unfortunately for a while, he wasn't around because his computer wasn't able to function. So he had to take a break. I don't know if he was able to play the game otherwise or whatever, but he's been in a little bit of practice, and they agreed to doing this match.
We see that mirror shield, which is one of your better shields. I know people who swear by it. I think I'm a little bit more of that pure power, more of a diamond shield, but you can never fault it. It's a good mirror shield. It doesn't rust. It occasionally will deflect spells, and while that's not going to be useful all the time, or maybe even often, when it is useful, you're so glad it's there.
Sorry, I got it wrong. On the status screen of Co, it says runner. It doesn't say tamer anymore.
Right.
That's what programmer put in, so we can differentiate.
Time. You explained that twice, and you got it right the second.
Yeah. It took 2 tries, but either way.
Either way.
But yeah, it's a very interesting game. I like Rock Me to the Top better for myself because I like the idea of me coming across something that the other person can't, and just being on call with them and just chewing the fat for a while. Like, that to me is the greatest thing. If I can't talk with anyone if I were to do this one, so I'm like, but I am the one going to be creating seeds for a lot of people, so things are unbiased because that is easier as a role.
Oh, getting that sword thrown, managing to take that troll. You rarely see a thrown sword do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, it's based off Co's strength and the weapon value, but then the second a monster has like 6 defense, it starts doing like 1 damage. It's useless.
Right, so it's only really here on a floor like this where it's really useful. You can throw things at, say, Manovas that are disguised as items, and they'll become, and you'll be able to see that they're Manovas. That's like the good way of figuring out which item is fake and which is real.
Another way is actually going in and out of the room and seeing what blue items are on the map disappear. The ones that disappear are the ones which are the Manovas, because they are monsters.
Right, and your monster range isn't as big as your item range, which is forever if you found it.
Yes, and then since they're faking items, they'll disappear when you leave the room, so you can differentiate Manovas and stuff like that. How does a team race work? Let's say me and Deme were on the same team, and we're versing, let's say, Sand Knight and Poulet. Right now, on their side, you see Poulet is at floor 4, and Sand Knight is on floor 5. Let's say me and Lady Deme got to floor 12 and floor 14 before we died. That means we have a sum of 24.
Man, I was doing good that day.
Hey! But yeah, we have a sum of floor 24. They would have to get, as a sum, a total of 25 between them. So let's say Sand Knight were to die on floor 5. That means Poulet would have to get to floor 20 by himself to carry the win and get the point.
Right.
So,
it is the combined total with a factor of the speed of reaching that total.
Yes. It's still the same thing, is whoever got to the highest floor first will be the winner. So again, let's say Poulet got to floor 21 and I got to floor 21 and Lady Deme and Sand Knight both died. Right. It's whoever got to floor 21 first between me and Poulet would be the winner. Nice. And so it does take the aspect, and plus it's still the 1 hour time limit. So we don't want people pulling a Don Forgo and sitting on a floor, getting to level 25 and then trying to go up the tower that way. You got to make sure you go as fast as possible. And
this is still sort of a speed run after all. This is
exactly
basically formed off of the any percent category. The sort of play is very similar to an any percent play.
Yeah. And we have, I think, I'll look
first
it up right
at 10, first at 20, first at 30, as subcategories of the any percent, where if you are doing a race, not like this, which is a randomized race, but if you were doing a regular race, you could submit your time to the leaderboard for that.
Yes, but not via the randomizer. That's the whole reason we had the rudder tag on that. If you are to do it, we do accept ROMs on the leaderboard or emulators. You can do it that way. We obviously accept console. Don't race the PS3. Don't be like me. That was the dumbest thing in the world. The load times are twice as long. It was bad. I still think my PS3 time is still on. Yep, it's still on the 80% grounded leaderboard. I should really beat that someday.
Hopefully.
Oh, it was such a bad one. But yeah, so basically, we have all these categories set up for people who, like Lady Deme said, if you want to if you want to get to floor 10, but you had a really good floor 10, submit it. Get around the leaderboard, and then you try to beat floor 10, and if you're lucky, hey, maybe you get to floor 20, or floor 30, or hey, maybe you can get to the top of the tower, which is possible with the resources we have. We have currently, for 80% grounded without Garuda or Balloon, we have 12 people on the leaderboard, which is phenomenal.
But yeah, the community has set up its speedrunning categories to be fairly friendly, because we all understand that sometimes, often, runs don't make it to the top. It'd be a shame to let all that effort, perfectly good running go to waste because you got sandwiched between, I don't know, a couple of maximums.
Or, you get spawned, like we just saw in the last match, you spawn in the same room with 2 killers.
Yeah.
That happens.
Letting a perfectly good run go to a total waste. That would be, I think, a little too discouraging.
Yes. Back when the community was only 4 people, me, Don Forgo, Sand Knight, and Dadarsis, we were rehauling everything, and we're like, we need to have something, because just doing just 80% is mind-numbing, boring, grueling, and punishing. So we're like, well, what about intervals of 10? Like, would that be good? We're like, yes. That would be actually sufficient. And it is a dumb, smart decision that we did back then, because it's actually become very competitive. When people lose runs, you don't feel as bad, because like I already had a good floor 30 that run or something, or I managed to get to floor 20 before I got really slow, but then that's now a new PB for that. And there's bookless and 100%. Yeah. So have fun with that.
There were a lot of different ways to try approaching the game, and that makes it, I think, a really fun game to run. Now, both of the runners are still sort of probably just about to leave the park, though. are where they'll choose to explore before the monsters get like, yeah, you don't want to fight these guys.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. So floor 6 to I gotta make jokes to floor 40 will kill you. No, floor 6 to floor 9 is the water floors. To put more emphasis on this than we did last time, because we're explaining things, doing what. Now it's more casual. We can explain things. That was a good elevator spawn from floor 6 to 7 to 8 there for Sand Knight.
Yeah. Generally,
Poulet.
here you want to see a fast elevator. The
Yeah.
faster you reach the elevator, the better off you are.
Since Mixture Magic is your main method of doing damage, or Queenie doing attack with AI 1 strats, which they are not doing, I'm judging them both harshly on that. Basically, they have.
There is a monster at every intersection of that.
Although he did pick up the U-boat, so that's something.
He got the lift.
Yeah.
Now I think he's going to chuck it into the room and run the other way.
Honestly, it is a very charming game. I would recommend joining the Discord, watch a few streams. Again, our tournament will be happening soon, so you can catch those. I'll do my absolute best. We actually have our own Twitch channel, and also now YouTube channel. We're working on getting that up as well. But we have resources and tutorials from the Twitch VODs that we can put on the YouTube channel so people can learn the game and stuff like that. We've done tutorials. Sand Knight has done a massive amount of tutorials to explain movement, spells, items, picking things up from your feet, everything in between. I've done one on enemy movement and how to read the floors as they load in.
Lifesaver.
Yeah, like it does make a big difference, and it's.
Ed is choosing to fight this U-boat, and I'm not super sure why. This was a very avoidable fight, and I think, he is just barely holding on for life.
The thing is, one bomb trap and he's dead. Just one bomb trap.
One anything.
Yeah.
You think something pops out at him, and he might be screwed.
Yeah, because he got teleported back to where he was. So there's no Sand Knight. That doesn't work.
Nope. He's just going to have Q sit and wait and hopefully not get into any trouble. And there's his elevator. He manages to find it before it all goes horribly wrong.
Marshmallow,
they are perfectly synced up.
Yes, they are. So
this would actually be a draw if they managed.
I would call it a draw with stream lag and stuff like that in human air. Like that's really close. Ah, yes, the 2-floor hole. That's always great. You can't walk out of it. The thing is, I'm always happy to make more tutorials. My PC currently is in the shop right now. But if anyone ever has questions about this game and need tutorials, once I'm able to stream again, I'll be happy to do more tutorial streams based on those topics. So if you come join our Discord server, we have a resource thing. If there's something that you don't understand, the elaboration on, or something is missing, let me know and I'll get around to doing it. I still have my summer off from university, and I still can have free time, so do that sooner than later.
Yeah, Sand Knight is trying to fight off these clowns so he can get a little bit of that health back.
Yeah.
But while he's doing that, Poulet is getting a little bit further ahead.
Ooh.
5 charges on that blaze ball. That's pretty nice.
That is. Normally, spell balls will be within a range of 4 to 7. Always bank on 4 being the minimum, and only use spells at a distance after the 4th one when you're keeping track. Because if you don't do it right, it will you'll be right next to a killer. If they're like use it 2 or 3 spots ahead, so if need be, you can turn and run. Don't ever use it like I'm going to use my blaze ball. Like it's empty. It's like you're now boned. Don't do that.
Yep. I do want to point out that a little while ago, while he was fighting that clown, the clown's low-down spell bounced off the mirror shield.
Yeah.
Not a game changer, but a little bit nice.
The clown being reflected isn't really... Okay, that's a preference thing. I'm not going to get into the Game Boy Color versus PSX version.
Yeah.
Each of them has their own charms. We can all agree to hate Tao's Adventure. That is one thing we could agree on as a community.
Oh, totally. Tao's
The DS version is absolute garbage, and that is a horrible game for everyone involved. Anyway, but yeah, the reflecting of the mirror shield, it is a lifesaver on the later floors. Well, there's breath, there's low blind, all this other stuff that can just absolutely wreck you.
Right.
That's your opinion, man. Mine too, truthfully, but I haven't played the Game Boy Color, so I can't say. But
played the Game Boy Color and found it a little bit weird. I found the town stuff of Azure was a really big thing for me when I was a kid. Those were my favorite bits because I was terrible at climbing the tower.
Yeah. Actually,
so not having those in the Game Boy version made it a lot less fun for me.
Sand Knight close to death again. What is happening with his...
He's been playing it risky. He's been fighting things where maybe he shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay, so I should explain a little bit about the runners. Poulet is very calm, calculated, and a bit clumsy. But overall, he'll overthink things before doing stuff. Sand Knight likes to run, and he likes to run fast. And he is very, very intelligent, and he tends to have very good luck when it comes to things, and things tend to pay out in his favor. But he will bank on not getting crit. He will bank on not hitting a trap.
Oh,
and that's terrifying. So,
the best egg, the balloon.
Oh no, Poulet has more than once been. He's walked into a wall instead of walking through a hallway and been pinned up against a monster and three tiles behind him. He can't leave. It happens a lot. So it happens to all of us. Truthfully, if you don't pay attention to the map, you're really screwed. That little green mini map, that is what you should be looking at when you've been moving around. You should not be looking at the actual screen.
The screen can tell you what monsters are there, what items are in a room, but in terms of understanding the space you are physically in, it's pretty worthless. It's pretty deceptive. It'll hide differences in elevation in the patterns of the floors. It'll hide whether something is a little gap you can cross in an intersection of a hallway, or if it's uncrossable. It'll do all that sorts of things to where it's really not very helpful. So you can spin the camera around, and that'll help you out. But for that to be useful, you kind of have to always be spinning, and no one really wants to always be spinning.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I play, I refuse to turn my camera. I need to know which side is natural north. Some people, full featureitis, she will turn the camera and she'll always look ahead of her, so she'll know when monsters are coming. I can't do that. I need to know which side is north because I memorize the floor layout as it comes down, and I'll go with that.
I will occasionally turn it to see which way, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to conceptualize if I put myself in the same face as the monster.
Oh, so
swing it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Zeke, if you want to commentate, contact one of the mods. Me or Sand Knight would be the best bet. We've had people who've been community members for one day commentate on Speedgaming. Like, we're always happy to get commentators because we have more runners than commentators right now. So if you want to have that role, we can chat with you about like rules and keep it clean, stuff like that. But we're more than happy to welcome you into the community. And if you want to help out that way, we're more than happy to have you.
Poulet's got a nice little lead here.
Yes, he does. He's actually quite comfortable.
And he still has Q, which is good.
He's now 10 levels above when he normally died on the previous run. So, again, Poulet is... Actually, this is, again, being restreamed French and German. I'm sure if you had the microphones on both Sand Knight and Poulet, both of them are native French speakers. They are... I'm sure they'd have colorful words for some of the luck they've had this run. I don't know much French to translate poulet santé. That means chicken without a head. That explains Poulet's playing style. That was a joke in the chat just previously by programmer. Yeah, contact me after the match. I have a phone call to do, but I will stick around. I got nothing else to do today. I'm on my summer break from university.
Nice.
Poulet getting away from the Kraken. He's lucky on that one.
Right.
Why did you put down Queenie?
That's a good question.
Why
Because
did you do
really,
that?
at this point, number one, that Kraken might get unparalyzed and come after you still. And number two, you really don't. Oh, what did I just say?
There
What
goes the
did I
blue
just say
collar.
about that Kraken.
Yeah. Also, Sand Knight, I saw the blue collar, walked on top of it with doing stutter step by holding circle. Ooh, there's an item room
Oh,
there.
that is an item room. And a nice one.
Yeah, but the thing is, he looked at it.
Gleam is your friend.
He stepped off the blue collar and he hit the go up trap. So no blue collar for Sand Knight. So all the monsters will be as is. I don't know if
probably the best loop, I'd say. No.
I'd say monster because you could plan things around. But yeah, exit is always
a good
cool
point.
because you can always book it straight to where you need to go.
Right.
Looking at Sand Knight's side, looking at all
a nice treasure room.
There's not too many useful things, but there's definitely a good mix of
There
things.
was a fair number. Couple of exit loops, an Olean fruit, a blaze ball, and the elevator, and another elevator. We don't have to worry about anything. We can just, they can just go.
So floor 15 now for Poulet. One more and he's away from those stupid new wells. So if he can survive them, then he'll be more than fine.
What I want to know is who designed that and decided this is our racing animal. Because there is, in the town sections of this game, a racetrack you can build where they race mules.
Yep.
For some reason, they refer to them as horses.
What's a horse in the universe of New Wells? Like, it's like calling Pikachu a mouse. No, Pikachu's a Pikachu.
Actually, I would go a step further and try and think of something. It's like calling a Kangaskhan a rabbit. It's like, I guess? Not Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is more of a kangaroo, but that's another good comparison, because really it's not that much like a kangaroo, it just has a single similar function.
Yeah.
And that's the way this horse thing is. It's really more like a chocobo. And no one wants me to say that because copyright.
Not Bob is unable to fight. We have lost Queenie on Poulet's side.
Well, we know that's not that big of an obstacle for Poulet. He went and 30 floors with only 3 of them had.
Ooh,
thank you.
there's 2 elevators on this floor.
That is a fun little rarity. I think, is the community still out on whether or not that happens outside of emulators? Because
it happens all the time when I play.
Okay, thank you.
I can't confirm. Oh, what the heck are we talking about? We're just filling some time while waiting for something to happen.
Another Olean fruit. That's really nice. You toss an Olean fruit on a monster, it goes away. You never have to think about that again.
One-time use was the get out of jail free card.
Right.
So basically, the elevators I can confirm on PS2 and PS3 and PS1. I actually have found 3 on the same floor and 3 in the same room at once too. I have never found 4. I don't know if 4 is possible because that is a statistical anomaly as far as I'm concerned. But I do know for a fact it is possible.
I suspect that if 2 is possible, then 4 is possible. Well, like, statistically unlikely. But I feel like if the game just says procedurally generate, you add a second elevator, there's nothing. And Sand Knight on
missed.
A completely unnecessary fight.
No, Sand Knight missed. And with that, Poulet gets a second win.
And
that best of 3.
The end of this best of 3.
I will ask them if they're up for a friendly third, and if
and if they are, we'll go again, and if not, that's all.
Oh man, that's That's a hard thing to happen. That's 'cause the thing is, he actually was going to kill the troll. The troll was one hit away from dying.
Oh, sure.
Problem
I
is,
see where that would feel like a safe fight to fight, except sometimes things happen and you die.
yeah.
That is basically the subtitle of Azure.
Yeah, just get ready to
Azure
die.
Dreams. Sometimes things happen and you die.
I'll message Pule saying he won.
Yep.
That was at the 30-minute
Pule?
mark, so
Sand Knight?
yeah. I messaged Sand Knight and asking for a friendly third. So they do have a third seed. I did make it for them.
Right, you never know if it's needed.
Sand Knight is up for 1, and Pule is up for 1. We're just getting permission from Speedgaming crew, according to Sand Knight, and we'll let you guys know on that one. But yeah, it looks like we'll have a friendly third match. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, that is the RNG of the game itself. Is Mixture of Magic, to me, misses a little bit more than I like.
Of course.
It happens. But of all things to be picking a fight with, don't pick a fight with a troll with the sword. Those things go through defense no matter what shield you have. They will do roughly 20.
They do? Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, the sword will ignore defense. The hammer will just
I just thought it was really strong.
Nope.
But no, okay. Lesson learned.
I still think, and programmer, if you could confirm this or not, I don't know, because you actually are here to listen. I think the Minovas from floor 16 onwards ignore defense as well. Because I have had a plus 20 shield, and it's done 1. But I've had a diamond shield, they've done 18. I've had a mirror shield, and they've done 18. So the pluses affect it, but I'm pretty sure no matter what shield you have, the Minovas will still do damage to you.
Huh. You learn something new every day.
If it's either that or I'm just paranoid about them. I honestly don't know, but I don't like them.
Either way, plenty of reasons not to like it.
Also, for the record, I bet in Poulet. I was making jokes about that in the Discord earlier. There's proof of that with timestamps. I bet in the right horse. So take that, Sand Knight. Although that's just bad luck. Like Sand Knight, the first game was incredibly close. Poulet, as the second game, he lost Queenie. I thought it was going to turn for Sand Knight, but oh man, they had such similar. Like they got floor 9 at the exact same time on the second game. Like they were really like with each other on every single floor.
Did Sand Knight steal a win for a second?
I don't know what happened to that.
Apple full screen.
Oh, the apple's back. There you go.
Well, I guess they're not apple. I guess they're beautiful.
They could be roche fruits for all we know. They all look the same. I mean, horrible. Going to the grocery store.
Imagine seeing 2 roche fruits that you didn't duplicate yourself. That would never happen.
My first ever bookless race versus the Darcis. I found a roche fruit from floor 2.
Oh, wow, nice.
He cursed me out so hard.
I cannot blame him.
It's a 1 in 2,000 chance of finding it, for those who are wondering. Roche fruits are the rarest thing to find in the tower. If you throw them against a monster, they turn into eggs. So you can get any monster you want in the tower.
It's fantastic.
Apple is back? Okay, cool. Thanks, Robbie.
Alright. I think we're still waiting for Poulet's break to be done. The cat pet.
I'm Pet Cat.
And Pet Cat.
And Pet Cat.
Very important. The cat needs petting. What you gonna do?
Alright. Special. Well, he's a butt, but he's not a monster.
That is true.
Actually, I have tried throwing a roche fruit against him during one of my failed bookless runs, and nothing happens.
So I guess he isn't a monster after all.
Oh, Sand Knight, I hate you.
No.
Sand Knight, no. If you do that, I hate you.
Oh, no. Is he messing with it? Okay, see, one thing that most people don't realize is that this game options do allow you to control the wall color. Yeah. For the most part, the walls are invisible.
There we go.
For the tower room, so that you can, see into them. But if you want to, you can make them translucently any color you like for no apparent reason.
Or solid, if at that level. You can't see through them very easily, and copper coins look like spell balls. They're really bad that way.
Right. Now, why is this there? Why does it exist? Why did the programmers think anything like to do that? I don't know. But I guess maybe if you want to make the game more difficult.
All right. They're off.
In case you like masochism.
Yeah, we're Azure Dream Runners. We do.
That is true.
So, the game is bad. I somewhat agree with that. I love that Twitter account. It's like, can you pet the dog? It makes me happy. It makes me sad sometimes, because sometimes you can't pet the dog, and it makes me sad.
Right. Azure Dreams, you cannot pet the cat.
Also,
cat. It has a voice clip.
Sorry, this is on the emulator. This is not how a normal game starts. Normally, there's a cutscene. You're born. You see a young thing, young thing being children, and it's normally about 6 minutes to do the intro. By the time you've done everything, in the first floor, and then
we're skipping it. We're skipping the main characters, like birth and his time with his father and his father's tragic death. We don't want to deal with any of that.
Yeah, let's see if I can find that again.
We want to go fast.
Yeah, I will post a link to our Discord server again. If you go to the Azure memes channel, yes, we're proud of that, and you scroll up to what Vegas Sarah posted, the Japanese version had a much creepier baby for the angel. The angel in the English version is actually pleasant looking, comparatively. Yes, and it is horrifying, the Japanese version. I hate it so much. But for whatever reason, they changed it, and I'm very glad they changed it, because that would have been a very scary thing when you're young.
I'll pass it to you later, Memphis.
Stress comparatively. Yeah, there you go. Why did you make me look at that? Yeah, that's exactly. That's also, the Japanese version does have actually voice acting in.
Right. In the English, all we have left of that feature is the baby crying in the first scene, and the animals make noise.
Yep, but Nico, Selfie Fur, Patty, Cheryl. Thank you for posting the image, Baldwin. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that.
Sure, it's definitely a thing we need.
Yeah, Mia, Ghosh. I think your mother and Weedy all can talk in the game, as far as I remember. Also, murmuring in the bar. That's right. Yes, that has also been cut out. And it's not a bar anymore. You get milk and juice there and cola. So, because censorship.
Too strong for Co. Too strong for Co.
Yeah, I do always love that. Like another game I speedrun, Custom Robo, they censored that, so it would turn from a bar to a cafe. I love when games do that, because it makes it so ridiculous and why someone's passed out at the bar.
Frothy
table.
The mugs of water.
Yeah. So have they? All right. So actually, getting back to the game here, because they've had a little bit of time to explore floor 2. I don't think they've actually have. Bravo. Okay, so I saw Stan.
Sandlight made the right decision. If you get a flame as one of your first monsters, before you hit that second level, it has the full capacity to kill you.
Yes.
I say from a deep well of experience.
Yeah. I think 3 people at the same time can say from a deep well of experience.
Right.
Yeah. So basically what happens is, obviously when you kill monsters, you level up. That's pretty self-explanatory. But what happens, though, is you really, 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 and I can't express it enough, need your first level. From level 1 to level 2, you gain 10 HP, which is the biggest jump of HP you'll get throughout the entire game, because eventually it'll actually go really down. So you have 26 max HP. Yeah, because so Sad Knight just gained to level 3. He went from 26 to 30.
Right, that's already less than half.
Yeah, and you can bank on 4 to 5 HP per level, but the first level you get 10. You want to find a troll. A troll you can easily kill. It will always give you 8 experience because you're a lower level than it. And it'll get you that first level. Flames do not. They will give you 6 experience.
Noise
the pump on the floor below, they will only give you 1. And it's annoying. Just super annoying that you can't deal with the flames and you have to use a fireball. If you do not, you will die. That is just as it is.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah. But yes, and Baldwin, I'm sad that you posted that truthfully, but whatever. Also, I'm trying my best to welcome people in the Discord while doing this, so sorry I'm not tagging people's names stuff. But it's somewhat of a tradition of the Discord, but I'll ping everyone just for the heck of it after.
Kool-Aid has found an iron sword, which is, I think, the first weapon upgrade, but they're probably going to wait to equip it.
Yes.
You're going to want to explore the first 5 to 6 floors to see if you can get, like, the best resources. Because sometimes items in this game are randomly cursed, which means that they have 1 less attack, if possible, and also so you can't remove them. So any of the better things you have, you can't put that on.
Unless you find a decurse scroll. Poulet just picked up. Yeah, he immediately put on the iron sword, so yeah, he's not afraid of the curse anymore. Curse items also typically will miss a little bit more. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but it does seem the case. But yeah, doing the 15 damage now, like he's gonna take 7 with the
wooden shield.
The sled, that's what it's called. The sled spell.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. But the Iron Sword will probably tip him over the scale so he can one-shot the troll. He can easily one-shot noises, and he can do a good chunk of damage.
Stretch is just a little bit easier.
Yeah.
While he has it, he's going to pick up that paralyzed, which is a decent one.
Yeah. What we didn't explain earlier.
Worst.
What we didn't explain earlier is actually the same type attack bonus, like stab, like Pokemon has. If you have a fire monster and you use mixture magic, like Queenie is doing, you see them constantly chanting and whatever, and using Flame Sword. If you have a Scarlet Wand, you will power up by 25% for using a wand for your physical or for your damage. So that's really nice. But on top of that, you'll get another additional 25% on the 125%. So it's not just an additional 25. It factors in using a wand as well. And you'll start doing like 20, 30 damage before you're ever supposed to. And you can one-shot things going up to like probably floor 10.
For these sorts of races, for the most part, the Scarlet Wand is the best wand, provided you, and if you don't, then you probably just want a sword, something to go with whatever monster you do have.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how it works. Yeah, I'm not going to argue a programmer. He's figured out so much about this game. He puts me to shame.
Yeah.
I'm good at tactics. I'm not good at the actual mechanics anymore compared to him. I'm not going to argue. If he says something, it's pretty much true. Oh, programmer, pick us the best monster.
Don't appeal to a higher authority.
I promise I won't ban you too much.
Don't go over everyone's head.
For those who don't know, pick out the little green guys that steal from you. The community just straight up hates them.
They're very annoying.
But the thing is, the best source of experience when you're going up a tower. You go to floor 17, and you let Queenie kill them.
They don't attack for a and they're pretty cute.
I love them. I really wish on the layout they would have put one on there, but whatever. Technically, I think their name is technically Souvenir.
Huh, is it now?
Yes, I want to say it's Souvenir and something. I think it's either the game manual. Oh, all the Manovas are multiplying. That's the first time it's actually happened. Oh, the live shield. That's what's causing it. The live shield with the recoil is causing the Manova to keep splitting.
Funny.
That's not that bad because the duplicates will only ever do 1 damage to you. They are. I'm pretty sure they have like 1 attack. They always are weak. Manova actually can transform into other monsters and items and stuff like that, like you can see.
You normally don't see it this slow down. They
No,
look like floor 16 up.
Yes, and the thing is, when you have one as your own monster, you can make them transform into other monsters. So the neat thing is, if you have a Balrog, you can technically use the Maneva to transform into the Balrog, use him up almost to the point where he runs out of MP, and return him back to your bag. By returning him back to the bag, he refills his MP.
Oh, nice.
So then you can take him out, transform into the Balrog, and do it again, and get the parts you want very easily.
Right, you can do a lot of things with a Maneva that's on your side, because you can also duplicate items using a Maneva and a pick.
Yep, see my New Game Plus run where what was my actual time? It was dumb. Let me just look that up quickly on the leaderboard. New Game Plus, take that Baldwin. Showed you that Garuda isn't the most OP. Yeah, I got past floor 2 at 16 minutes and 36 seconds. So that's how long it took me to do all the duplication. I got to the 10th floor in 1 minute and 3, the 20th floor in 1 minute 46.
He's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, wow, he is. Oh, is he gonna put him back in your bag?
Might try and
Nope.
Ice his little fella.
You can get 1 space in between you by making him chase Queenie. And then making him go into the corner of the room. You stay in the door frame and you put him back in your bag so Queenie is safe. It's very risky to do. That was almost his death.
Trap. That almost could have ended.
Yeah. He's going to take a turn just to do that. The Sand Knight's now caught up. He's on floor 7 as well. Oh, the elevator's there.
But can he
he's going to have to take a hit. He has to take a hit.
But only 1 hit from Nova, so that's not bad.
No. The main mentality you need to have... yeah, come at me, Baldwin. Also, yeah, just to finish that story, it took me collectively 4 or 5 minutes to go up 38 floors. So, Balloon's OP. So basically, when it comes down to it, though, is out of everything in this game, sorry, just change the subject. Is that traps will kill you, they'll paralyze you, they'll warp you away, like we've seen a couple of times with Sand Knight and Poulet. They'll turn you into a frog right when you don't want to.
Put you to sleep. They'll blind you.
Yeah, the frog is the worst one because your monster AI will change to defend you, even if they can't actually attack worth a damn. They will go and attack the thing they're not supposed to attack, and then end up dying instead of following you out the room. And that's the worst.
You can't do anything about it. You can't.
Nope. You just have to sit there and watch your monster
do.
Yeah.
You can't use an item to fix yourself. You just have to run and hide.
Yeah. I'm not gonna take the antidote herb. Okay. Well, so you can see Sand Knight waiting at the elevator quite a few times. And basically what they're doing... that's a good warp trap. There's Poulet's little celebration there.
And an egg on it. On a clown floor. Clown is one of the best monsters you can easily find. Because
citation needed for me.
Like, I think there are better monsters you can find. Like, an Arachne will just tear up through everything.
Oh, yes. If you hatch an Arachne at level 17, you basically win the game. It can two-shot everything with AI 1. Nice Miss Sand Knight.
But clowns have a special ability of double spell levels.
Yes.
And they can pass that ability on to fusion. So you find a clown, you fuse it with Cune, your magic is that much stronger.
Yeah, and it ends up doing like 50% more damage based on that. Because it's based off level times by spell level, so it's not like a straight up double damage increase, but it's distinguishable enough that you can start killing things very comfortably if you get first attacks off them. Oh, I will explain AI1 briefly, because I keep saying it, and that's obviously not a term really known outside the community. If you can set your AI to your monster from AI1 to AI5, even 2, 3, 4, 5, and stuff like that. 2 is follow. 4 is they will walk forward and attack, or try to attack as much as possible. 5, they will use all their abilities. And 1 is they sit still. And I found out when I was a kid that this is the best thing in the world, because I can make it. I have a world record in quite a few runs. I will. That's my citation.
Yeah, good point.
Basically, with AI1, is I can make the monster sit still and approach Queenie. Sorry, you're saying Sand Knight?
Sand Knight managed to not become aware, tragically or untragically aware, of that word trap.
He's very lucky on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can make Queenie stand still, have a monster approach him. Queenie will get a first attack off. I would be behind Queenie by 1 space. I'd pick him up, put him down left towards me, or like down diagonal. Walk backwards, have Queenie do a second free hit, and then do mixture magic so I can kill griffins without ever taking damage, as long as they don't use their spells and stuff like that.
Very nice strategy. And if you find something that hits a little bit harder than our friend Goggle Boy there, yeah, it's super useful.
Yeah. Which I did on my New Game Plus Grounded, which is basically no Garuda, no Balloon, because they're overpowered. I forced myself to go up the tower. I hatched the spider egg so it would hatch at a higher level so that I could use its base attack power better without having to heal it. And it ended up getting me the world record on that one, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of different ways to play this game. No 2 runners play the same.
Right. It's worth noting that the floors they were on earlier, like 6 through 8 or so, are kind of water floors. They're floors where most of your hard-hitting monsters are going to be water types. And this does have like a sort of elemental triangle thing.
Yes.
There, I just fused like Pokemon Fire Emblem into one phrase.
Ooh, Scarlet Wand for Sand Knights. And he did not pick it up.
Did he not?
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, sorry. He just did it so quickly.
Right. Sometimes you miss these.
No, I think he canceled the text box by running. So I think it was.
But you can. Anyway, because these monsters on like 10 to 12 or so are mostly going to be fire types, and that matches against Cune much better. Much better, so they had the leeway to explore a little bit. Until we hit
28? 24. I think he actually could have been able to two-shot that Griffin without using the fireball, so I think that's a wasted resource. I don't know that... Baldwin made a wonderful guide in our resources.
Right.
Our resources Discord channel. He has every monster as they appear on the floor with their HP and spells. Like, it is a marvelous guide, so if you plan to learn to run this game, definitely check that one out. It is really useful. I haven't read it very much, so I tend to...
Same.
Yeah. The clown egg, oh man. Well, the thing is, did anyone get the...
Well, Poulet did not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Poulet skipped the blue collar.
Sand Knight, I don't think, has found it. So there's a chance it'll come in handy.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to see that double magic.
Yeah, Poulet will probably have to hash it later and use it as mixture magic as its own thing. Sand Knight would probably be. There's the blue collar, this time with no go up trap beside it. So
Right.
if he knows it's a clown egg, yeah, he identified it. Yeah, he's gonna.
This will let Poulay get further ahead, and 2-4s is a comfortable enough lead. Not perfectly comfortable. There's no such thing as perfectly comfortable in Azure.
One warp trap and you're screwed.
Yep.
You or your familiar. Oh, that's a thing that's not really mentioned or talked about. Our runners have Queenie facing exactly behind them. Some runners don't do that. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know why. But if you have Queenie follow you, you're the one that hits the traps. If he walks to the side of you, he might hit his own trap and become confused or slam trap or something. Like it is very dangerous to have.
You'll have 2 people possibly walking traps.
Yeah,
which is why I also always follow me.
This tower always wants to kill you. Like that's always going to be the case. So don't gamble on that. Like just have Queenie follow you. If you get hit by a poison trap, cool. Your HP is a resource that you should use to make sure that that slam trap wins.
Is that slam trap?
Yeah. Slam traps and bomb traps and what's the other one? I thought there's one more fire trap. I can't remember. No, I think it's only 2. They're all fire elemental. And there's that rise from the Griffin doing 33 damage.
Yeah.
And there's 2 more. How about you get out of there?
Scarper here.
Just leave, Sand Knight. Just leave. Don't. Okay, that's okay. That will aggro the Griffin, and you pick up Queenie, or he's gonna fight them. Okay.
This really probably isn't the time for grinding.
He's channeling Don Fargo for getting some grinding levels.
Well.
Oh, there's no more fireball for Poulay there. So.
Oh dear.
Also, there's the height advantage there as well. We forgot to mention.
Kuhn didn't explain this for us, but we have him thankfully silent.
Yeah, I always end up forgetting to. Based on if you're 1 tile up or 1 tile below, I think it's about 30% or 25% extra damage either way, the reduction or addition.
And we're seeing that fusion on Sand Knight.
Yep. Yeah. We're not gonna be able to see that on Poulay. He did skip the blue collar. I believe he did. I did not see him pick it up at all.
He did. He headed up pretty fast, thus allowing you to get this nice lead.
That Griffin starting in that room scares me. It's always horrible when you start in a corner of the room and there's a monster there with you that you don't want to see. Oop, there's a blinder. That would have been useful a while ago.
Right, that would have been useful.
So yeah, with the AI1 strat, with the Scarlet Wand, you can technically kill Garudas without taking damage. Once you're level 8, I think, if you were to use Queenie as an extra shot, and 10, I think is guaranteed to kill them without taking damage. So
yes.
There you go. There's Poulay demonstrating a little bit on there. Because with the AI1, instead of you having to guess which tile that monster's moving on, you can.
It.
Yeah, the Queenie will actually automatically target where it goes instead of guessing where it will go. And there's Sand Knight demonstrating Heat Wave as well, which is Clown's ability. Which is...
Or Clown's ability if you make it fire.
Yeah, and it's a projectile that isn't based on wand strength, so it's just straight up how strong is your spell. It will never get stronger because it's supposed to be wind. If you're not the same genus or type as a spell, when you level up, your spell will level up. So,
and now, Poulay is on floor 16, and that is a lot of treasure in that room, but so much of it is.
Yeah, unless you're doing book lists, you ignore all copper coins and stuff like that. Yeah. The Manova will be walking up left one or down left one. So if he's gonna put down he's gonna fight the Manova. Okay. That's a 2-shot for 38. So that's
Not bad.
yeah, okay.
Sand Knight is currently just trying to let most of the work on the Kraken and just force Kuhn along.
Yeah. That actually was something.
Pays off for him.
Yeah, that's something I had to actually drill into Sand Knight's head. Is everyone in the community like, poison orbs suck? I'm like, no, they're great. Like, well, prove. Like, how good are they, or what can you do? And I'm like, look, and I went up to like floor 30 or something. I'm like, and I used it in a room. I got them all to aggro me, and I got them following me down a hallway, and then I killed them all once they had no
go up.
no HP.
Play.
So I was like, poison orb is severely underused in this community. It always makes me happy to see someone using it. Nice red trap, yeah. A gold trap is what we always want to look for after floor 5. Because you want to get your equipment bulk and stuff like that from floors 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Poulet is choosing to take out the picket probably because it's easier to do and safer. But it's interesting to me that he's not trying to Kuhn as a bait for it, and theoretically protect himself from getting stuff stolen.
Yeah, and since it's a Maneva floor, I can just teleport right there.
Here, he's going to have to cross the picket line.
Okay, so the first fruit is not a Maneva. He should have changed Queenie to AI1 so he wouldn't walk backwards and trigger a potential Maneva behind him.
Right.
So, like that kind of small things can make a difference between being pinzered or being confident in where you are. Picket line, indeed. Yeah, if you want to do a 100% run, you need to learn how to do the Picket Maneva item duplication glitch.
It is your friend.
Otherwise, you'll be spending a very long time. Let's see if Sen or Poulet knows how to leave the room and check which one's fake. Or he's just going to walk around the entire thing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, see, the one disappeared on the left, so that means the one on the left was technically a duplicate there.
So his decision was basically correct.
Yeah, but he could easily comfortably walk around, so that's not a problem. But when there's 2 of them near the exit and you have to walk across run, then you got to go in and out of the room and check.
We just saw Heatwave getting... keep some nice distance himself in that Garuda until it was dead.
It's like not 8 to 9 spaces away for range. Like, if you can use it, like, you should definitely utilize it as much as possible, because any damage on the enemies is an advantage on your end. And if you can, which is why AI1 works, or Poison Ball, or anything along those lines. That spider will be walking straight, and he aggroed it. I guess he's going to fight it on the ledge. Oh, that spider. The spider's not fun.
Nah, man.
Arachnes...
that would be a terrible...
Yeah, Arachnes have double attack as their special ability. All of the ones you encounter on the floor have reduced attack power already. If you want to try something horrible, use a Hazard Herb on one and then fight one and see how fast it will kill you. They are horrifying.
Poulet was showing off just a second ago the easier way to handle pickets, which is just AI1 it and let Kuhn handle it.
Yep. Because they can only do, I think, 5-6 damage by the time Queenie hits it 3 times. AI1 tends to have priority over wild monsters in the tower as well. So you don't have to worry too much about... Steel Shield wouldn't be that bad, but Life Shield's still good.
Sand Knight got a sense of which was which, but he still just walked past. So we had here a nice 2-sided demonstration of tricks you could use to identify Maneva.
Yep. And what he should do... No. He should have set Queenie AI1 and walked down left and let Queenie deal with him. That way he wouldn't have to waste a flame charge just to kill a picket.
Right.
Because pickets are the best source of experience from floor 17 to 19. They're wind, they have no attack to them, and they take 3 hits to kill. And they're so fast that they run to you most of the time and give you experience. So as long as they're, again, not in front of a wee dog, thank you, Poulet, for illustrating my point, that is definitely Miniva on top of that elevator there.
Right, items can't go on top of elevators.
They can, but they appear below.
All right.
Yeah, like a couple times, like you're gonna see him throw it there and hit the Miniva. I would pick up Queenie. Oh, I guess he has Heat Wave. I guess that works too. Oh, that's gonna be.
Ooh, that does very little damage.
That's gonna take forever to kill that.
Oh, yeah.
Well. We're here for a while, so.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has like 50 something HP, so it's gonna. Queenie actually has the highest MP in the game. There we go. Ice Rock. Ice Rock is always nice.
Well, it is your starter monster. He is a solid monster. Yeah. He's pretty much always going to be reliable. Not the best, but you're never going to think to yourself, man, Hune sucks. Except, of course, when he is talking at you. Then you're going to think, man, Hune sucks.
That's why they're able to skip the tutorial. This is... Actually, programmer fulfilled a lot of wishes by making it so Queenie doesn't do the tutorial on the first floor. I remember when he found that, just literally rejoicing in the server.
Right.
Even people who don't use the randomizer, unrandomizer, whatever you want to call it, people were just happy. There's a possible way to get him to show. Because we've heard the tutorial, like even casually, countless times playing the game. So Poulet is on floor 20. That's the reintroduction of water creatures. This is where Queenie becomes not very useful. And one thing which you could do is if you have a wind seed, to transform Queenie into a wind creature, so then he can start dealing extra damage via, the triangle to the water creatures until about floor 23, and then 24 is introduction of wind monsters. So then you want a light seed again. But if you can zip past 20, 21, 22, and 23, and start finding the blocks and pickets and all this other stuff,
he'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, like you can get a lot of good, easy experience because the wind floors, being 24 to 28 or so, are actually probably the best source of experience you're going to get in a game.
Right, I can see why. High level monster, not doing a whole mess of damage to you. But
good job, Poulet.
With your own element.
There we go.
Being with it.
Poulet demonstrating if you do AI 1, you can kill a wee dog at level 16 with the Scarlet Wand. And he sees a Viper, so he's going to book it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, Ice Rock. I see. He's walling it off completely. So he can ignore everything. Problem with using Ice Rock Ball is you have to wait for all the animations and attacks to happen.
Right. A little bit of a delay, but it does give you some security if you use it to block off a hallway.
That's just regular Plumpa. Well, good news. There's a community for this game. There you go. We have a community of speedrunners, casual players, and just fans. If you want to come in and join us, feel free to. We're always happy to have new members.
While signups have completed, there will be a tournament starting soon to keep track of more Azure dreams coming your way.
Yes. Oh, so Vipers can be picked up. So if Poulet was able to get to the Viper without waking him up, he would have been able to pick him up off the ground and just throw him outside the room. It's one of the very few things which are nice about Vipers.
Right. Oh dear. Sand Knight found a Warcraft. He is in trouble.
Yes. He's okay, good.
It's very close by. There is a chance he will be able to make it. Get with his monster attack.
Let's see if he can. He can. He gets him.
Alright. I will be right back after.
Sure.
Take care of something.
Sure. So you can see Poulet has been using the Flame Ball to do extra damage against the Vipers that have been approaching him. These are the scariest monsters in the game, truthfully. Like, they hurt. They naturally lower your attack power, like, I think 30% of the time. It seems higher, truthfully. We have a lot of just utmost hatred for these things. I don't know if Azure Dreams is still trademarked. I'm pretty sure it has been 22 years since Azure Dreams was released. Towers Adventure, I think, was released in 2002.
All right, back, and I see Sand Knight has caught up.
Yes, he has made a good chunk of progress there. It does help that he's able to... 6 damage is now a lot there. Nope, Sand Knight.
That
Again,
elemental power.
Vipers will always be on the left-hand side. If he would have walked down towards the Viper and picked up Queenie, the Viper would have kept walking his way, and he could have actually walked behind the Viper after a couple turns. But he ended up finding the elevator.
Works out nicely.
Yeah.
Went the other way, found the elevator.
And now he's actually in the lead. Yeah.
By a very small margin. Let's see, that item in the...
I don't know if there... I will check in a sec here. I don't know if...
This is a room full of friends?
Yes.
Friends, I mean...
And a block.
This is
a block isn't that bad. He has a flame ball, so you can one-shot that. And the Tumbler Fruit can definitely get rid of the Viper. There you go. Be smart about this now. There we go. The frog jumped the wrong way. That's problematic.
Yep.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. Frog should jump towards him then. There you go. Then you can get rid of the... That's a nice room for Sand Knight. Let's see how... Oh! Okay, Poulet went by already. He went the opposite way and found the elevator.
I guess the other way when he had the elevator.
Alright then. Let's see if Azure Dreams is still trademarked. I'm actually curious about that.
And now Sand Knight has 4 Vipers. And he's ice rocking.
No, it's been abandoned, actually. The trademark has been abandoned since 2002.
Oh, well, what do you know?
So...
I guess if you wanted to call a game Azure Dreams, you could.
Yeah.
Fan game makers, get on that.
Let's see here. August 20th, 1999. It was... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's been abandoned as of 2002.
Wow.
Right. Okay, that's actually something I did not know. That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah, it kind of is. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I managed to get another floor ahead, building up on that lead just from going a slightly different way, and also not fighting a million Vipers.
And there's a zoo, one of the most hated monsters in the game for a lot of runners, because they can paralyze you. And unlike other things, there's a trap there. Poulet put down that spell ball and it moved to the left. You can't put an item on top of a trap that's still active, so that's shown there was a trap there.
Nice handy bit of avoidance there. But yeah, zoos aren't necessarily threatening by themselves. They're like dreaming, except like more so. And less pathetic.
Yeah. Actually, the most pathetic monster in the tower probably wouldn't be the Palumpa. It probably would be Stealth. Because by the time you're up here, they can't really do much damage to you. You can just absolutely waste them every time they come up to you.
Yeah, checks out.
I've always enjoyed seeing Stealths.
Yeah, a single zoo, not really a huge problem. A zoo and anything else, who might have a problem.
Yeah, just showing power of the clown's spell there, just wasting a block there.
Oh, this is a thing we don't always see. That egg can be used and fed to a monster to restore its MP.
Yes, it recovers the same amount as a Pita Fruit, so it recovers 50. Also, the thing chasing Poulet right now is called a Mandara. They're actually really brittle. You can actually one-shot them with AI1. They're, oddly enough, very, 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 very weak for HP. They have like 60 or something.
Huh.
But they hurt so bad. Oh, and he's doing a merry dance. Good for you, Mindara. Let no one stop you. Check the fruit.
It's like nobody's watching. Walking away. Oh, big PETA. That's nice.
Yeah, that recovers 100 MP, so that means Queenie's back up to full now. So like other traditional mystery dungeon games, this game does not have a hunger meter per se, but it does have the MP gauge on the monsters. When it runs out, they will drop to the ground, start flashing blue, and you can't use them. You can replenish 3 MP by feeding them herbs. Yes, he did try to confuse the ice wall. They're not very smart.
Mules who will respond with more MP gained, which is the nice thing about them. They are basically infinite heal machines.
Always check the fruits, because you never know when you get a rocher. But yeah, if you feed fruits or herbs, you get 3 MP back. Some monsters like Newells, they'll recover 50 when you give them seeds, herbs, or fruits. So any herb you find on the ground, give it to a Newell. It acts just like a PETA fruit and recovers them.
Is it Napless or dragon's metal, or is it
dragons?
Okay.
Yeah, dragons. Anything metal.
They can eat those coins you find, for example, and that's a nice thing about them. If you ever happen to find them.
1 second.
Oh, this is, I think, a 2 elevator floor. Nice. Nice. Supule is going to once again replicate that feat of going with 30, it looks like, unless the next floor is really bad. And he's in pretty good shape. Kuhn has a lot of MP. He has a decent number of spend. He is going to use that Ice Rock Ball to just get some distance between Manueva. Oh, I said Manova.
Alright. Although, actually, I have to point out, Sand Knight is actually in a bit of disadvantage here, because he's relying so much on Mixture Magic. He's actually slower.
Yeah.
Because
it takes some extra time.
Yeah, and it does take, because he has to wait for the animation to happen and then go to the enemy and then whatever. And it does take a lot of time if you're doing 50 attacks compared to someone else's, 10. So
also, I think it makes a lot of fights more fightable. And that in turn is also slowing him down.
Yeah. And he also has to do more menus. And he just got it low down at the wall. Good job.
Good.
Floor 30 again for Pule. What a monster.
Yeah. Doing quite well.
There's a good chance actually Pule would be able to actually get to the top of the tower. Although it wouldn't count as an 80% run because we don't accept the randomizer on the leaderboard. We only accept emulator/console. Because he's technically saving time by not having Queenie have the discussion. Which is possible to do on console. And there's Beldo, there's the story point. I wonder if you got the monster. Oh, nope, there's a killer.
Nope.
A killer just went the other way.
Also, Sand Knight appears to be slightly frozen.
Yeah, he's back though.
There we go.
And elevator's to the left of Sand Knight right now. What do you? Oh, okay. What do you? Okay, he's gonna try to. How much? 12. What are you doing?
Right. Pule's gonna try and cut that killer off and pass, and we'll see how well that goes.
Honestly, killers aren't that bad.
Right. They hit hard, but they're not super strong. And an Olim for the trouble.
Which is up on a hill now. And a killer is coming. Okay, now this is a little bit more issue. I would use the Holy Scroll truthfully on the killer. Oh, he's going poison, so that's smart. Because they're gonna all get chip damage going towards him.
Whew, and that's the end of that blaze.
See, that's what the nice thing about Truth Glass is. Identifying the spells really helps a lot. Oh, these Poulet and Sand are some of the better runners of the community. Sand Knight, during the Rock Me to the Top, he finished second. Poulet actually got I think 4th overall or something.
Something like that.
He's making his way up losers bracket, and then Captain Luigi and Darcis had something to say about that. I can't remember who it was, but one of them. Oh, there's a frog trap on floor 28. That's always appreciated.
Scary.
Okay, I looked away for a second. Why does Poulet only have 26 HP? That's terrifying.
I think I also looked away for that second. I was watching Sand Knight.
Yeah, I saw the frog, and all of a sudden I looked back, and all of a sudden...
Oh, danger.
Yeah. No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
At this point, a decurse scroll is just not... You're not going to find a piece of equipment that could actually...
No, it's not that. This Sand Knight wasn't going to do the Minerva turning into an item thing very successfully. And there's 3. Oh, and that's the elevator room too. Huh.
That's scary.
Don't do it. You can't do that. Okay, there you go. That's a smart thing to do. If you were to try use an ice rock ball while holding Queenie, Queenie would be put in front of him and void the ice rock ball. It's something that has got a couple runners killed because they just assume I'm just going to go boop, and there you go. And oh, hey, a glacier coming at. More
frog tracks on high floor. Yeah. Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, but no, these 2 runners are some of the best runners we have. Hopefully Poulet will...
The fact that, really, Lee, this is impressive. Either of them could make it all the way to the top.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They have more than enough ice rock balls. I don't know. Okay, fun fact about this one seed in particular. When I was in call with Poulet and Sand Knight, they were giving me a hard time saying, oh, you're going to fix this or do whatever. I reran this particular seed twice. So whatever the original one was, I junked and I gave them a new one. So this was the new one that I ran twice just to be like, yeah, you know what? Whatever you had that was lucky on that one is now gone, and here's a new junk one. Apparently this junk one is just a ton of ice rock balls.
It's very cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 4:34 though, at 47 minutes.
Very nice.
Yeah, good job, Poulet. What the hell? That's insane.
But we have been blessed with some really quality.
Again, Poulet just showing just how terrific he is at this game. Because again, the first match, he managed to pull a win. Get to floor 31 when he lost Queenie at like floor 2.
Ooh, a white sand. That is, at this stage of the game, probably one of the better sand. I mean, and by one of the better, I mean best at this point.
Yeah, because at this point, you have a magic ball you're holding on to that you're... Like, an extra blind can save you. Like, I think what... yeah, there you go. Sand Knight's going to snipe across the canyon.
An extra point of defense or an extra attack here really doesn't mean much. Because everything will kill you.
Yeah. Tyrants are just horrifying for the sole purpose of they will only walk, they'll hit a wall, they'll follow it, and they'll walk backwards.
So all those nice little rules about how monsters...
They don't follow them at all. They're the one monster which doesn't. And you'll see them locked in the hallways a lot, and you'll see them locked in the rooms because they'll just keep going and hitting all the walls back and forth. This guy had to go berserk, so that's terrifying as well. So there's a little time limit on blind. Nope, he's gonna try to fight it, and Queenie's gonna aggro the other tyrants. So
this won't end well.
If there's AI 1, Queenie would have been able to attack the tyrant after the flame ball, and then now he's the exact same situation here.
Yep.
All because he aggroed it. Okay. You better hope he has flame ball or flame charge in that.
Yep.
Again, always bank on 4. Like that's okay. Yeah, Poulet not having.
Why?
That's the strength of a golem there. That's the terrifying strength of a golem.
Yep.
They die from one simple fire spell though. Like they're really good for that. But oh man, are they ever terrifying to be around? Why is he still holding the leather shield?
Oh. You'd think something that looks so powerful and like sturdy would be sturdy. But no. Nope.
They're just terrifying creatures, and they can attack 8 spaces away.
As long as you're in a straight line.
Yeah. Oh, there's a go-up trap under that killer, so if Sand Knight can get around this...
What are you doing, Sand Knight?
He's going to try to kill him, and then there's a go-up trap in that room, so he's going to go up there. Yeah, there you go. So 31, he gets to finally see Beldo, and 436 at 50 minutes. Again, minus intro, he'd be about... Oh, hi! There's a... Thankfully, he picked up a pillar ball there, because that's terrifying to be spawning next to.
Yep.
Golems are some of the sturdier monsters in the game, as per their name. But they actually are ridiculous in stats, truthfully. And it's really, really terrifying. Also, the fun thing about Tyrants is if he goes berserk, he's going to actually chase... he's going to chase Sand Knights.
Oh, a new friend! And by new friend, I mean a monstrosity that will kill you.
Yeah.
And that is the maximum.
Yeah, they are the strongest, quote-unquote, strongest monsters in the tower. They're from 436 to 39. They are, quote... again, quote, the strongest. They're actually really garbage. They have like 92 HP or something, and they die really quickly to spells.
Right.
But the thing is, they hit, like, what did I say? 5 trucks duct taped together. Like, they are horrible for that.
You know that game where you jump from truck to trucks?
Oh,
they
yes, actually.
Hit like an entire level of that hitting all those trucks.
Yeah. So Poulet's laying on the blind. He would be able to actually 2-shot the... He's going to just leave him, though. He would be able to 2-shot at level 22 with the Scarlet Wand and Mixture Magic, a maximum.
Mm.
So... He's going to go for... Sand Knight. playing with the Tyrant still.
Ice Rock, everything looks like it can have an Ice Rock used on it.
He's going to... No! What are you doing, Poulet? No! Well, Queenie
is terrible.
Wow, what?
Super bad.
What a swag play. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, wait, it went bad for him.
Right. And now he better hope he can run fast enough.
Frog strats.
Wow. Frogs even take elevators?
Yes, they can.
Okay. So okay. Now he is back from being a frog, but it's not like his situation is all that much better. Admittedly, at this point, you probably want to run, but anything you can do to help yourself is helping yourself.
Yeah, he actually was in perfect condition to get to floor 40 before eating the Tumino fruit. Now
he can still do it. It's not.
Oh, he can still do it. He just
expect to keep queuing. It's just a little bit harder. Also, he has one less body sacrifice, say, to a maximum.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither of them in all 3 matches have found a restore scroll yet. So that's just, a thing.
Yep. In a different world, maybe that would be. But it's this world.
Grab the glasses. You have enough turns. That's okay.
Could be worse.
Don't use it. You don't have that many turns. Okay.
Just.
Because the thing is, there you go.
6. That's nice.
Yeah, but there's a 22 damage. If he didn't use that, he would have enough turns to get up there safely and use it when he has a chance. So menuing is very difficult in this game. When you're doing either AI 1 or trying to get to their spells, a little tip I can give people, if you have a bunch of the same spells, like the Ice Rock Ball spells in Sand Knight and Poulet's inventory, don't sort your stuff. Purposely take one out, put one down, and pick it up when you know you've already used it, or when it's brand new, and keep it at the bottom of your inventory. Because if you keep sorting things group together, and you accidentally might forget which one has how many charges. Keep the newer ones on the bottom and don't sort it until you only have like one of every item or something. Ooh, Sand Knight. Why are you waiting? That was a wait.
Maybe he meant to try and pick it up. What is he doing? Is he just...
His control is stuck.
Oh.
I think his controller was stuck. I know he's had problems on emulator before.
Sad.
That was terrifying. I have to ask him about that one later. I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. Use that fire spell. Use that fire spell. Whatever new fire. There we go. I never want to see a golem in a straight hallway doing that.
And you can see him zigzagging, but he realized that there was a behind him now.
Yeah.
And now they've crisscrossed paths, the two go.
Nope.
Nope.
Don't. There you go.
Pain and hurt.
Again, switch things to AI 1. Floor 39 for Poulet, so congrats on that one at least. So he's one floor away before the hour mark, and I did not see the elevator at all, and there's a dragon staring at him. Holy scroll, holy scroll.
Situation.
There we go.
He's got a holy scroll, he's got an Olim.
Yeah, now he has a dragon for the final floor, and he has star glasses and an Olim fruit. He should be more than fine. And it's just the room above him. Also, just proof how crazy dragons are. The glacier was doing 14 damage with the type advantage, and he was still doing 27 against the glacier. Like, they are terrifying creatures. They're stronger, far more. Sorry, the bump trap before the 40th floor elevator. That's great.
When you cannot win gracefully.
Yeah. Okay. So Poulet has not only won the best of 3 on the friendly third, he made it to the 40th floor.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Good
I think that's a very clear 3-0 for Poulet Sante. Yeah, in under an hour. That is crazy.
Sand Knight regrets living.
Yes, Sand Knight is
that close.
There's 60 damage. Yeah, that should kill him though. There you go. Like I said, maximums aren't too bad for that. They're a good source of experience, and if you can get rid of them, do what you can. But
they're the glass candiest of monsters.
Yeah, they're. Glacier, if he doesn't blind it, will try to snipe him. So yeah, everyone gets to see the ending of Azure Dreams on Poulet Sante's side.
If you haven't seen it before, because you were like 10. I was like 10 anyway.
Still a thing? There you go. Those are the runners. I remember commands. Be sure to follow them. They're both amazing speedrunners of Azure Dreams, as you can see.
Sand Knight puts on like a lot of randomizer runs like that.
Yes, he absolutely loves testing out the randomizer. Like, you'll see all sorts of things. Like, you'll find maximums on floor 2 and balloons on floor 38. Like, there's all sorts of stuff we can do with this. This is the most basic thing we can do with the randomizer. I think Sand Knight is done. I think they I think they are talking on the French restream, most likely.
Seems to be like.
Also, for whatever reason, Poulet actually removed his timer, so I can't give him a verified time on the rando. So, GG.
Sad.
Yes, GG. I do see him in the setup here, so he'll join us shortly.
Excellent, excellent.
I don't know if, again, Sand is talking to the French restream, but I'll message. But yes, Poulet Sante, clear 3-0 winner. Oh yeah, the thing is, we don't accept the randomizer as runs on the leaderboard because there's someone can memorize the tower, and frankly, we don't think that'd be the case, but we just don't want that. We do accept emulator. We do have console stuff. Again, don't run the PS3. Don't do that.
We'll accept it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, it's a bad time. The loads are horrible. Oh, he kept trash. What's wrong with you, Poulet? I will ask them both for an interview.
Yep.
And that is.
It's just a full run of the game.
No, and the thing is, this is minus the introduction. This was Azure Dreams. There's nothing else random about this at all.
Except the way that Azure Dreams is random.
Yes, and I don't understand why. Okay, one sec here. Yeah, so Sandite is currently on the French restream right now, doing the interview.
So here is a fun fact about acting out in the bath while Sandite is in the bath and Lay is victoriously watching his credits. Featuring a character only sometimes is going to be someone that the player knows. In any percent, you would have never met at one of the characters here before. And so she doesn't appear with a portrait for no reason, just to make that little almost title drop. But anyway, fun fact about baths is that when you have this little tub bath, sometimes girls will come by and laugh at you.
Yes, they will. I have myself on mute, apparently. Yes, the seated thing, yeah, it's... No matter what, that is a win. Poulet still beat the game. I'm sorry, I've been typing back and forth with everyone right now. It's beating this game, again, the game expects you to die at floor 6 or so. That is the thing.
Just the assumption it makes.
Yeah.
That is its curve.
Send if we...
Every floor beyond that is a... And so, a full clear on the first run is a super victory. One victory, maybe several victories above your standard victory.
Yeah, and it's, again, like I always tell a lot of new runners, like everyone's like, oh, I can't get to floor 20. Don't expect that. Like, I die probably floor 22, 23 on average. Like, I get a good run eventually, but I have more failures than successes. Most runners do. If you can get to floor 6, congrats. You're better than what the game expects you to do. Fun fact, you'll be starved for a win crystal when you start a game casually. They'll probably expect you to die on the first run. It just happens. I have to look that up.
The ultimate egg is a monster or haiku, whatever.
Yeah.
Pronunciation may vary. A monster with its own elemental type that I think gets mostly eaten on every fusion, but grants like a special. But I've never used it because I'm done with the game. Basically, everything you get a couple of little rewards from beating the game, but you've beaten the game, so what does it matter? They're pretty trophy. That's what they are.
Yeah. All the phone calls and whatever. I can go to message. My phone is wrong 7 times during the stream.
Oh boy. Grammar has been a monster of dissecting this game.
Yes.
To make all of this possible. It's really amazing. The impossible has become possible in like less than half a year.
Yeah, it's only been a couple months, I think, at most.
It has been really impressive. Let Sand Knight enjoy his bath.
Wash away the defeat.
Wash away the defeat.
Yeah, no, we're
Bath. Unwind from all the stress of getting his face pounded.
I want to say, yeah, programmer. I want to say it's right. It is. I think it was started in May. Yeah. So basically, I'll post once again here our speedrunning Discord. I'm leaving this on because they're being interviewed on the French restream right now. So we have to leave the stream running right now. But this is our Discord. Feel free to join if you're interested in just watching the game, speedrunning the game, learning more about the game. Or if you're interested in the randomizer, this is legitimately dipping your toe into a pool with the randomizer is possible. Like we are just basically taking out the introduction. That's it. And this is a new type of matches we can do because we can have someone make a seed for someone else. And it's absolutely phenomenal that we can have the same seed of a tower. Because again, back in May, before that, we're like looking at it going, it's impossible because the RNG seed randomizes every single time you start the game and all this other stuff. So the fact that programmer has also not only made it very accessible.
Made it very accessible and then built on that.
Yes. And
made it several points past the point we already thought was.
Yeah. And also, yeah, the other thing as well is reminding of the bath while we're waiting for them to finish up the interview and stuff like that. My favorite thing that was from Azure Dreams is we did another marathon, ARPG-ME. For some reason, we closed out the action RPG marathon, despite not being an action RPG, but whatever.
Right.
The final screen of it, someone came in and like, what is this game? And I was a frog sitting on an elevator on the second floor. And Kane the Brain, another bookless runner as well, was sitting in the bath. He's like, what's going on here? He's like, why is the frog the winner? Why is a girl in the bath? Like, I don't get what's going on here. It's like, we're just like, yeah, that's Azure Dreams in a nutshell. Confusing to the people outside, but
that's how it goes. Sometimes a frog wins. Sometimes an ambiguous figure sits in a bath.
Poulet got to floor 40 after eating a ton of fruit on floor 38, and kept sacking Queenie because of it. Curry indeed, Hextory. Curry indeed.
Yes, it's
so 90s. Yeah, this game is an absolute marvel to speedrun and play.
We managed to fill about 2 and some trimmings out, whereas of all the little weird interactions it has, and I think we just kind of scratched at this.
There's a lot of stuff in this game where you really can't. Apparently, Poulet is back. His screen updated. He must have clicked off. No, Curry. The very brief description of it is basically in Bookless, when you are trying to date Cheryl, when she becomes a nurse, she's like, oh, why didn't you tell me you got the healing herb for me? There's 3 options. There's sorry, and curry. And you can say curry. It has no consequence, and it's technically slightly quicker because she doesn't have text to say afterwards.
Right, because how do you respond to curry?
Yeah, and no, it's not offer her curry. You just straight up say curry. It's great.
Say curry.
Yeah, and it's something me, Kane, and Dadarsis, when we're running Booklist, we're like, whoever gets to say curry the fastest is the winner. Because we're like, this is such a good answer. We're so happy with this. And then Kane started doing just small. Okay, it's a Booklist is a horrible run. I'll explain it next time I do a Booklist tutorial stream or something. But you can be a real jerk in this game to the girls. It's a but thou must situation where things tend to give you the positive response. despite punching Nico, telling a girl she has a bad body, and telling a woman curry instead of sorry. Like, those are the 3 time saves in book lists, which I feel bad about. There's only one that I find funny. So
I think comes clearly from the same part of the sense of that went into, like, one of the things you can do in this game that I'm pretty sure no runner will ever do is star in a manzai routine, like a Japanese 2-man comedy, and your job is occasionally to hit a dude on the head, but also occasionally to say things like in the middle of a routine about.
I will post the Discord link again for. I keep going to the server settings. I'm going to end up renaming the server eventually.
Is not. The town aspect is a bit like that you upgrade things, and you talk to people, and befriend girls who will compete for your affections.
That costs time, damn it.
Cost time.
Yeah, there's a time save getting to floor 31 before getting the largest house, so you don't have to see the tutorial or the girls fight over your affection every day. So it saves you, honestly, minutes. It's actually quite goofy.
There is some now. Are we still having it, or is it wrapped up? A sort of bookless race or board tournament, and so there you might see more. You will see more town aspect, but in our like, welcome to my Eldorado and Rock Me Top formats.
Yes,
it's just any percent up the tower.
Yeah, basically what we have going as well in the Discord server is at the end of August 31st, there's still a month. If you want to learn the bookless run it with other people, you'll get points. And for every time you get a sub certain time, you'll get, a point for a one-time thing, like sub 5 hours or something, sub 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, I think are the ones. And whoever has the most points at the end will actually be given, I think it's like from PayPal or something. I don't know. Captain Luigi has prizes actually out for people. I'm currently tied for first with 12 points. So I raced with a couple people and won a couple things. Ended up being the world record once. So it's a very fun run. I can't recommend it if you do not know how to gamble. Like, I have a gambling tutorial how to exploit the racetrack and the gambling. Learn that before ever attempting it. Otherwise, Don Forgo, he had an 18-hour speed run because he didn't learn how to do the gambling properly.
Oof.
He did it. Gotta give him credit.
There is not seeding now.
We attempted to do it.
There is seeding of the game. I thought we meant like of a tournament.
Oh, yes. No, the tournament's coming up in a couple days. We've already done the seeding matches the best we can with all the stuff that was going on during last month. But we do have it. But yes, we do have the seeds. Okay, we're done on Speedgaming French. So we'll wrap it up here.
You can learn more about the randomizer on the Discord.
We'll wrap up here. So yes, if anyone has any questions, I have to do a quick phone call after I've done this, but I will jump into the general call in Azure Dreams Discord afterwards. So if anyone has any questions, I'll be there in about 10-15 minutes. But thank you, Speedgaming, for hosting us and restreaming it in two different languages. Sandai Poulet. Once again, we will do this. These are the 2 runners. Follow them. They're excellent players of the game, and I think this is us. Hey, that's
signing off.
There you go. We have. Is Lady Deme your Twitch?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that is correct, but I want to make sure. So we're signing off. Everyone take care, and see you guys come to the August tournament.
See ya.